God, what the fuck? No! No! No. No. I have a friend in the chat. General Vague. This guy's been... He's been chatting. He's been chit-chatting. In before, whining about a bunch of ways things are going to go wrong for Musk that are never going to materialize. TJ is such a copium beast these days. Watch him make an argument. Musk is the one destroying free speech. LMA. Oh. I watched TJ for like 13 years. I still have hope in some aspects of his personality. Oh, he does have establishment shill vibes like Colbert. I agree. What a fucking dork. Get the fuck lost, you little bitch. Watching me for 13 years. How come I never seen your screen name till tonight? And all of a sudden, you're downright loquacious. Got all kind of shit to say. All of a sudden, after 13 years of silently watching me go downhill. Little bitch. You come say it to my fucking face. No, I'm not going to make the case that Elon Musk is destroying freedom of speech, by the way. I would never make that case because it would make it, if I was to say something like that, it would make it seem like Elon Musk is actually important. And he's not. He doesn't have the power. How come every time I start one of these, I suddenly have to piss? Why is that? Minding my own business. Don't have to piss at all. Start streaming. Oh man, you gotta pee. Son of a bitch. Brutal. It's goddamn brutal is what it is. Fuck. Anxiety? You got some anxiety, buddy? You all right, Chris? Hope Chris is okay. Subconsciously nervous? Yeah, maybe. You know? I don't really feel nerves. Maybe that just manifests in the need to pee. Because I really don't feel like I actually need to pee. I just feel like there's something in my brain that's like, pee now, pee now. Come on, time to pee. Like, I don't really feel like my bladder's all that full. It's like, nope, pee. It's time to fucking pee, bitch. Maybe it's all the Diet Coke. It probably is. First money of the night. Pop in the money cherry. Ali Sin says, is the OG Banana Gate banana gonna hit museums soon? I hate to break this to you, but that banana is long gone. It was thrown away very shortly. I didn't understand at the time its historical significance, or else I would have made effort to preserve it. Unfortunately, didn't work out that way. My bad. My sad. You know what? I'm going to go into Streamlabs right now. Because I forgot to do that. No. Shut up. Shut up. Let me in the Streamlabs. You don't need to tell me all this shit. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Where's this fucking settings for this shit? Excuse me 1 second. Sorry, y'all. You think I would have got my shit together before I started streaming? That wouldn't really be me, would it? All right, here we go. No. This one. Yeah, that's the motherfucker right there. All right, so first of all, any amount should alert me. Shouldn't just be the fucking goddamn, Should be any version. Any fucking buddy who fucking donates any amount should get an alert. Shouldn't just be for the super rich who donate $3 or more. What was I thinking? Everybody gets alerts. Hell yeah. It's beautiful. It's democracy. Carl9X gave $5. It says, you're old enough to have an enlarged colon, hence the need to pee. Yep, that must be it. Enlarged fucking colon. Because I'm old. Thank you. You're so kind. I don't know how to feel about the people giving me money today. Both of them have said things that if they said it for free, I'd be like, fuck you. But they gave me money to say it. So I guess I'm now charging money to read people saying things that are unflattering. So whatever, I guess that's fine. At least I'm making money off of it. Bloop. TJ kind of scared me calling me out like that. I didn't call you out. How did I call you out? All I did was I read your shit and said, you're dumb. It's not really a call out. It's not like I did some like deep deconstruction of your shit or something. I don't know what the fuck happened to my mic settings, but they are fucking weird. All right. Beard isn't looking good. I think it's mostly just the fucking settings I have on here. Because when I adjusted these settings in OBS, the lighting conditions were different. I have a window right there. So there's natural light coming in, and on a sunny day, it's helpful. But on an overcast day like this, it doesn't really help. So I have the contrast turned way higher than I would have. But I guess I could correct that. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, that's too much brightness. It's that weird white film over everything. Ah! Gotta get it just right. All right, that seems like a good brightness level, right? And then contrast. Right around maybe there. What do you think? I don't really know what gamma is. We could adjust that too. Just seems like different brightness. I need to learn these terms. Now that it seems like I'm going to be in this YouTube thing for a while, you know. First 15 years or so, we're just like trial run. Fuck you. That's Elon Musk himself. Give me $1. Give me $1 refund on my future $8 check mark. Thanks for keeping me company while I'm stuck working in the middle of the gathering darkness. The post office sucks. Would suck more without DFF. Thanks, Russian Jackal, for $4.99. Also, thanks absolutely for giving me $5 for nothing. Very nice of you guys. Please talk about the war in the Ukraine. It'll piss off the subreddit to no end. Despite what you might believe, pissing off the subreddit, very low on my list of priorities in life. I actually do not try to go out of my way to piss off morons. It just like happens naturally. So, you know. Yeah, I'm on YouTube grind, man. Sigma male grind set, bro. At Eli, nope. Just give me $20 just to share a little cute lemon thing. That's a lemon, right? It's a lemon hugging a puppy. Yelong Musk, man. I dig it. Yelong. TJ making YouTube videos as an old man. Isn't that what I'm doing right now? 37's old in internet time. I don't know if it's old IRL, but it's old in fake internet times. That's right. How about some? I'm gonna put a little background music on there. Can you guys even hear that, or is that too faint? Probably if you guys are listening on the headphones, you could probably hear it a little. If you're probably listening on your phone, you probably can't hear it at all. But whatever. My plan on growing my hair back super long. So what I'm doing right now is I have the sides shaved. You can't really see. Hold on. I don't really need those on yet. Anyway, I don't even know if I need those on at all. I have the sides shaved. It's kind of grown out a little bit, but I figure for the winter, there's no reason to keep it like super duper short. You know, I'm growing out the stuff in the middle, so I don't know. I don't know what exactly you call that. TJ, I meant the last $5 question is it unreasonable and shallow to never date a religious person no matter the compatibility? No, it's not. Well, I don't know. I mean, that's a personal decision, right? I don't want to judge your fucking personal decision on whether or not you should date a religious person. If you want to, you can. If you don't want, I mean, you know, I think there's definitely a point where you definitely don't want to date them, you know, if they're like super hardcore about it. But I guess there's also probably people who are pretty casual about their religious beliefs. TJ, you're the Messiah Supreme. I would love to join you one day. This is my dying wish. Well, you've already joined me now. Just join me now. You don't have to wait till some future date. You can just become my acolyte in the present. I'm gonna 13 unmetal. I'm gonna make you a moderator because your Slipknot ripoff music sounds good. I wouldn't want to be with someone religious. Well, what if I became religious like tomorrow, Chelsea? What if tomorrow I was like, you know what? I have found Jesus Christ and he is my Lord and Savior. You guys hear that? Right as I say that, the thunder kicks in. That's God's way of letting us know he is real. You hear that shit? Oh, yeah. Free Kashmir from brutal and illegal Indian occupation. Hey, man, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what your political beliefs might be on that one, but I don't know. I have no horse in that race. At least not right now. We gotta ride to the Abbey of Thelema, to the Abbey of Thelema. Blood is pavement. I never understand you guys. What is it like payday or something? Because sometimes I come on here and I fucking get on my hands and knees and I beg you guys for fucking money. And you don't give me a fucking cent. And then other times I pop up and I'm not even really looking for money all that much. And you guys just start throwing it at me like, take it! Take our fucking money, you piece of shit! I'm like, oh, okay. Cool. I love it. I love it. Whatever, it's fine. It's definitely not bad. I like money. I'm a fan of that. This is Friday thing. It's just the Friday thing. I need to figure out what days you motherfuckers give money out. It's Friday and Saturday or something, right? That's the days I need to fucking show up. TJ, why is it that churches sit empty while the homeless sleep on the streets and the pastor sleeps in a mansion? I feel like just like the question itself answers itself. I feel like even by presenting the question in the context that you did, the answers are self-evident to anyone who's like critically thinking about it. ShoeOnHead. Yawn. Yawn. I love the subject police. They're always in here, every fucking show. Why you talk about this? Why you talk about this? I gotta talk about something. Am I supposed to just somehow figure out some topic that's gonna please everybody? Peyton Martin gave 20 bucks. Says today was payday. Have a little taste. Thanks, Peyton. Thanks, Peyton Martin, you sexy piece of shit. ACS 197 gave 10 bucks. Says, love ya, man. Keep being amazing. Thank you. Thank you, ACS 197. Po Acid gave 50 DKKs, whatever the fuck those are, and said, when the king doth ask, who art thee? Thou shalt answer, I am me, my lord. Dope. Corey Borealis says, it is payday for me. Then he gave me an emoji money on top of the $1.99 of real money, and he says, have some change, sir. Thank you. Sycophancy to TJ is cringe. That's Strivy in here being ironic because that dude spends 90% of his time in my Discord server trying to get me to like fist him or something. I don't know. He's very fun. He's a server character. If you guys want to join my Discord, You can see all Strivy's little hijinks. Hope you enjoy Black Ghost, y'all. That's from 13 Unmetal. I'm assuming that's like probably a song they put out or something because they're a band. MJW379 gave $4.99, says, hey, TJ, I was just wondering about the plan for future DFF movie commentaries. Probably my favorite content. Also, any plans to put up the old Vimeo content? So, yeah, on that front, we have had a hell of a time finding a replacement for Vimeo. So for those of you who don't know, what happened was we were on Vimeo, and they eventually reached a point where they said we were taking up too much bandwidth, and they tried to massively jack up the price that we pay for their service from like whatever the introductory. And by the way, this is after Slipknot's new album sucks. Dude, I just listened to it last night, and I have to say it was really good. Or maybe it wasn't last night, but it was a couple nights ago, and I listened to it, and I have to say I was really impressed with it. I think maybe people just don't like new things at some point. I think there comes an age in your life where you're just like, fuck new things, and then there comes a point where you're tired of not liking new things, and then you decide, I'm going to like new things again. And you're probably just at that point in your life where anything new is garbage. But I'm done with it. I'm over it. Penny for TJ. Penny for every TJ I've ever seen. That's $1.99. So holy shit, you've seen a lot of TJs. But hey, thanks for giving me money to tell me that Slipknot's new album sucks. I disagree with you, but I appreciate your money. I liked Slipknot's new album. Slipknot doesn't do new things. That's kind of what I liked about it, though, is it still sounds like Slipknot. A lot of bands that I used to like no longer sound like themselves. So the fact that Slipknot still sounds like Slipknot, I think is pretty cool. You know, I'm not looking for someone to reinvent, the Slipknot wheel or whatever. Did you like Terrifier 2? I fucking love Terrifier 2. My favorite part is the song Clown Cafe, which has been pretty much stuck in my head ever since seeing the movie. So I'm pretty much down with that. Oh, Vimeo, right. So I keep getting distracted by like all the amazing amounts of money that are just like falling into my lap right now. But Vimeo, yeah, so they wanted, speaking of money, way too much money. So Vimeo will get you in with this offer of like, yeah, unlimited fucking bandwidth for whatever, price. And then once you start taking up too much of their bandwidth, they're like, hey, actually it's gonna be more. It's like, wait, but you said unlimited. Oh, we lied. Okay, cool. And so we left Vimeo, and then we were like, let's get a replacement. And we've looked around, and like, honestly, there's really not really a good replacement. Now, if anyone knows of one, like, feel free to DM or something, because we're happy to look at anything. But like the stuff we've seen so far has all been dog shit. And YouTube is terrible for hosting movie commentary stuff, because even if you choose a film in the public domain, there's all these copyright trolls out there that will try to like copyright like a little bit of music in those movies, so that even though the movie is supposed to be in the public domain, they still are trying to monetize it, and YouTube's system is so broken that it pretty much lets them run the scam. So it's really hard to find a place for those movie commentaries, unfortunately. We do like doing them, but until we find a safe place to do them, they're probably not going to be a super common feature of the content that we produce. Not by any choice of our own, just because it's logistically difficult. I'm not really a big King Diamond fan, but they're all right. Vimeo is so fucking stupid for doing that. I agree. And if you know what, just be honest. Like if they told us this shit from the beginning, then maybe we could have acclimated to it. But you cannot bring customers in and say, hey, we're going to give you unlimited bandwidth for this rate, and then someone uses too much bandwidth and you're like, no, we're gonna have to charge you like an insane amount more than what we quoted you. And it's like, that's ridiculous. I'm not paying that. So haven't used Vimeo in ages because its tendency to crash and freeze. Right. I mean, it's not a great player in the first place, but it was at least a viable enough alternative to YouTube for some content. Poe Acidic gave 50 DKK monies and says, I create TJ in Project Zomboid so I can make him walk outside naked and watch him get eaten by the zombie horde. Please, sir, I can only get so hard. I can only get so erect. All right? You don't need to get me any harder. I'm there. Enough foreplay. You know what I mean? Dyslexics Untie. So beautiful. That's from Luke Chamisky for $1.99. I'm just going to let you guys get this out of your system. I was going to just jump into this stuff, but, like, fuck. I'll wait for this to fucking reach its, like, apex or whatever, I guess. Damn it. What's the insane increase? Okay, so I don't remember how much we were paying them. It was some kind of rate akin to, like, TJ, please take over the world already so I don't have to work 10 to 11 hours a day. It's taking forever. Run for president or some shit to hold us over while we wait. It's probably easier to rule the earth if you're already president of some... And then it kind of cuts off because their message was really long, I guess. TJ and Paul scrape win. Is that like fighting? Should we fight? Is that what you're saying? Hold on, I got to figure out what the rest of this guy's comment was because he gave so much money. The dude, No Nut November is impossible for me, especially watching whatever the fuck. I'll find that one too, I guess. Okay. No Nut November is impossible for me, especially watching your content. I always unload. Damn. Brutal. Wait, that's not brutal. That's pretty cool. Webster gave $27.33. Cool amount, by the way. I like when people give unconventional amounts of money. And says, TJ, please take over the world already so I don't have to work 10 to 11 hours a day. It's taking forever. Run for president or some shit to hold us over while we wait. It's probably easier to become the ruler of the earth if you're already president of some of it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to make a video about why I don't think president is a good springboard to ruler of the earth. But maybe I could reconsider it. $11. Take my money. That's from Alex Leone. And, of course, we had that Elon Musk guy give me $1 and say, fuck you. But, man, now we got a bunch of fucking... While I was just reading those donations, a bunch of super chats came in. Holy shit. Whatever happened to DFF making its own website to host videos? We did it once. We had our own website for a minute. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. I think that we're actually in talks with a company right now to do a website, but I don't think it's going to host its own videos. Video hosting is really difficult. It takes up a lot of fucking bandwidth or whatever the fuck, and it's very costly. But maybe that's getting cheaper. We'll see. Also, none of us are tech guys, so it's kind of hard for any of us to actually know what the fuck is going on that end of things. Taco Face Fart gave $2 and says, the picture of you wearing pillows was mad funny. I mean, I actually did that on a show, so it was more than just a picture. I mean, I actually went and taped a bunch of pillows to myself. I was making a point about the that fucking show where a bunch of people got crowd crushed. I was like, people are weak these days, and I fucking taped a bunch of pillows to myself. It was pretty rude. But I don't know. I loved it. I was a fan of the bit because I did it, you know. Neckbeard level 5,000 gave $5. Says, I bought 3 Drunken Peasant specials and the Red Pill documentary. It was 2016. Get off my case. And a few months later, my account had no purchases. What? What do you mean a few months later, your account had no purchases? What are you talking about? Please spank Strivy, TJ. Strivy would enjoy that too much. In fact, you're probably a Strivy alt trying to make that happen. Poacidic again with another 50 DKK fake monies, and he says, I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth and it gnashed up against my silver tongue. I am a politician, hear me whine. There you go. I don't know who, you're probably quoting someone that I'm just not familiar with. And then Dastardly Gonzo gave $5 and says, I'm writing a book for National Novel Writing Month, and you helped give me the inspiration to do it, so here's $5. Meanwhile, my book that I was trying to get done, I was like, I've been working on for 2 years, is still not fucking ready to go. So, glad you can write faster than me. You can write a novel in a month. I'm working on figuring out if I can write one in a decade. Oh. Jersey's not Strivy's alt to their lovers. Aw. I'm glad that I'm glad that Strivy has someone to, you know, blow his loads in or whatever. It's a beautiful thing. That's what real love is all about. And then Pinkie Pie Pussy Cunt gave $1.99 and says, would you ever cover the manatee again? He's still obsessed with you on his account. He has like 30 subscribers or some shit. No, I'd rather let him languish. Then Topher96 gave $49 and says, take my money, you beautiful specimen. I don't know how I feel about being a specimen, but I'll take it. And then Robert Fancy Pants Motorcycle McGee gave 900 ARSs, which I don't know how much that is in American money, and says, I'm going to give you a couple of pesos. Light a baobab, I don't know what that fucking word is, size doobie. Play some FIFA 23, all while listening to you talking both Yee's insanity, Elon's Twitter destruction, and we're going to enjoy it together. It sounds beautiful, sir. That sounds like a beautiful dream, all right? That's ARS, lol. I don't know, man. I don't know either. I mean, like, based on the color coding, it's not like a small amount, but I don't know how big of an amount it is. But yay, you know? Good for him. I mean, I don't know. This is good, right? I like money. I mentioned that, I think. It's not $900. It's 900 baobab trees from Madagascar. I need to figure out how to actually say that fucking word then. All right. I'm going to learn how to pronounce a new word today. We need to hear this shit. Baobab, or also known as Andensonia? Andensonia. Okay. I need to pronounce this. Pronunciation. Bitch.
Baobab.
Baobab. Baobab. All right. You got that? Your leftover fans are all fat losers with no jobs. Well, how the fuck do they have so much money to throw at me then, bitch? What now? Let's see you throw down some money, prove you got a job. I mean, they're literally drowning me in money. He's like, these losers ain't got no jobs. No jobs. TJ, could you, like, be more entertaining? No. No, I couldn't. This is as entertaining as I get. Oh, wait. You know what I could do? I don't know. I could do, like, some, like, man titty stuff, you know? I could go, like... Here you go. Wait, hold on. There you go. That's probably more on your level, right? Bitch, I'm a business owner. See? You're right. My people don't have jobs because they run their own shit. I attract fucking high-minded entrepreneurial spirit motherfuckers over here. Okay? Real TJ here. This man is an imposter, and I've been locked in a basement for the last... Shut up! Get him off the screen! Get him out! Get him out! Get him out! Get him out! Good. He's gone. No, he's still there. No. Get him gone. Good. All right, he's dead. Get out of here. You ain't the real TJ, bitch. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. You insane. You lost your goddamn mind, boy. Oh, yeah. We can't be having that word on the screen. That's offensive. Is it still there? Let's see. Ah, shit. It's still there. Oh, no. OnlyFans win. I don't know. Soon. Man, you guys will not let me get to the actual topics. All right, this is fine. I don't need them. I don't need them. Fuck them. All my poetry is original and acidic. I am inspired by my muse Thomas James Kirk, third of his name, first of his kind. His taste is immaculate, but his flavor is even better. Poacidic, you're the greatest human being that I've ever fucking seen in my life, all right? You're better than every other fucking person I've ever fucking seen in all of my days. And I could just tell that about you instantly. There's not even any doubt in my mind. You're the creme de la creme. There ain't no motherfucker gonna top you. It's as good as it gets. Good as it fucking gets, bro. Kanye is quintupling down at this point. I know, right? What do you say? Bigger? Yeah, that's right. He said bigger. He said bigger. Little bastard. All right. Is that really loud or is it just loud for me? TJ, you hear Trump died? Damn it. No, I need him for content. Sorry I didn't respond to the pics you sent me, but love the eggplant video. Hey, dude, come on. Keep that on the DL. I don't need another one of them leaking, all right? I'm glad you enjoyed. You know? I mean, I'm glad you enjoy my progress as a person who sticks, plants up my ass or whatever. But, like, DL. Keep it on the DL. Keep it in the DM, all right? You don't need to be putting all that out there in the world, okay? Settle down. Settle down. Simmer. You need to simmer, boy. All right, hold up. We're going to do something here. Because otherwise this will distract the fuck out of me. I know that we can turn this down a little bit. Yeah, that's a test. Oops. Jets. Sound volume is at 10%. So I think that's just loud on my end. It's probably not actually loud for you guys. I'm assuming. Trump died. Did they preserve his ass? Please tell me they preserved his ass. Yeah. They preserved his ass. It's all good. DFF the movie. When? I don't know. Pretty soon. Tomorrow, maybe. Probably tomorrow. We'll see. And it's not everything can happen all at once, man. Can't just expect things to magically manifest just because you want them, okay? Blah, 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 blah. Creator. Analytics. Yeah, bitch. That's what I be talking about, motherfucker. TJ, how much would you charge to lick Trump's shitty, sweaty asshole after a hot day of golf? How much would I charge? $17. 17 big ones. 17 smackaroos, baby. That's how much. That's how much. Oh boy. So I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna go take a quick little bathroom break. And then we're going to get to this this stuff here. It's time. What's behind door number 1? Oh, no. With a hard R and everything, too. Maybe. BRB. What's old Kanye West up to, huh? What you doing, Kanye? I'm starting to think anti-Semitic means. Oh, shit, boy. Oh, yeah. What? Oh, Kanye. I love you, buddy. Kanye. Man, I'm sorry. Yay, whatever your name is. You are, you're my savior. You're my American hero. I'm going to follow your saga forever. All right? I probably listened, when all's said and done, to like, I don't know, 3 Kanye songs in all of my life. You've got competition rule the world, TJ. I'll be taking it and pulling humanity out of the corporate muck. It has become so mired in. You know what? May the best man, person, woman, non-binary, whatever, may they win. May they win. That's all I could say. Dude, I love Kanye so much. I love I love Ye. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan not of his music. I'm a huge fan of his massive, insane, raging id. That's what I love about him so much. It's so beautiful. I love that he's out there just being a fucking crazy person. And I love all the little crazy fucks out there enabling him. I love all the little crazy people out there giving Kanye their respect or whatever. As a black dude, I swear white people have become more visceral, gasp reaction to hearing the reading of the N-word, lol. Well, you know, it's been ingrained in us pretty hard at this point. It's been ingrained pretty hard, you know? You know, enough white people get clocked in the face whenever a word is said. Eventually we start to realize, like, maybe this word ain't such a good idea to say, you know what I mean? Seems like a lot of people who say this word get punched in the face really hard. Maybe not do that. Maybe just kind of like tone that on down. Did Kim leave Kanye because he's crazy or because his pee-pee's small? I mean, she left him because he's crazy. If his pee-pee was small, she knew that the whole time. She had a bunch of kids with him. I'm pretty sure if Kanye West had not been a total raging psychopath, she would have stayed with him pretty much forever. There would have been no reason for her to ever leave Kanye. So I'm pretty sure it's entirely just like the fact that he's a lunatic. Pretty sure that's pretty much all that's going on there. So anyway, Kanye said this. Cause yeah, you know, first you say something stupid, right? Then you called on it, and you double down, and you triple down, and you quadruple down, you quintuple down, you sextuple down, and now we're at a point where I don't even know the words anymore. I don't even know what sort of tuple we're at. Like, where are we at here? Let's see. What's after sextuple? Octuple? Octuple down? Are we at the octuple at this point? What's after that? What's the 9? Because oct is 8. What's 9? What's the 9 tuple? What's the 100 tuple? What's the 1,000 tuple? We're running out of words for the tuples that he's down on this at this point. Yeah, it's just a fuck tuple. That's what we know. He has fuck tupled down. We're coining the term fuck tupled down for when someone just doubles down so many times that you don't even bother counting anymore. It's a fuck tuple at this point. Kanye has fuck tupled down on anti-Semitism to the point now where he is now this tweet is basically making the claim that if you call him out on his anti-Semitism, you're being racist against black people. That's where we're at. Kanye. Oh, Kanye. Damn, boy. Damn. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, goddamn. Kind of beautiful. Kind of fucking beautiful. Here's one of Kanye's little followers here. This is the spread of Kanye. This guy's got a blue check mark, too. Blue check mark guy. Holocaust never happened. All fake news to water down what they did to our ancestors. Hashtag facts. So can we even deny at this point, guys? And I got in trouble for saying this on Twitter. I made this take and someone said to me, you know what, TJ? This ain't it, bro. Which is one of those things they say on Twitter. They say, this ain't it. You got the wrong take. They say, this ain't it, TJ. But I said, you know, guys, it's 2022. Blacks versus Jews. Blacks versus Jews. It's happening. We can't stop it. For once, white people, maybe we had some tertiary responsibility for this shit somewhere along the line. But you know what? As far as like direct our fault shit in 2022, not our fault. Blacks and Jews going at it. We're just on the sidelines. So I don't know. Who we siding with, guys? Who we going with on this? Blacks versus Jews. Who you gonna choose? Oh, yeah. This ain't it, chief. Blacks versus Jews. Oh, shit. I mean, it's an uncomfortable moment, right? I understand why you want it to not be it. I understand the this ain't it, chief take. Because, you know, no one wants to be in the uncomfortable middle while the blacks and the Jews fight. And we got to be like, I don't know. Because no matter what side you take, it feels like I'm being racist right now. Feels like you're being racist if you even fucking say like, ah. So, you know, it's best, I think, if you're white, just take a step back. Be like, you know what? Y'all sort this out. Enjoy. Y'all sort this the fuck out. You know what we really need to do? You know how I think we can solve this problem? We got to get Kanye West and Woody Allen together. You know what I mean? We got to just get Kanye West and Woody Allen to sit down in a room and hash this shit the fuck out. You know? Both embattled, both controversial figures. Sit them down. Put them in a room somewhere. Kanye West, Woody Allen, they have a little talk. They come out, you know what? Blacks and Jews are friends again. It's just like that. It's solved. And that's what has to happen. Everyone thinks, you know, it's got to be some other, you know, we got to have the best examples of the Jewish community to come. No. That ain't going to work on Kanye. It needs to be a fellow dude who was also, like, think about the similarities, okay? Both extremely controversial. Both fucking constantly embattled. Both called a genius for their artistic endeavors, but not thought of very highly outside of that. Put them together, man. That's what we need. And I think we should fucking, you know, we could let them go off in a room and just settle it themselves, but I think, honestly, you know, we could probably fucking record that conversation, turn it into a little mini-series on, like, I don't know, AMC or something. You know? Howard Stern. Fuck Howard Stern. Howard Stern's nothing but a little bitch. Woody Allen, I'm telling you. That's the motherfucker. And Jews still love Woody Allen. Let's not get confused here. Jews still love Woody Allen. They don't fucking care. They don't care what the fuck. Woody Allen, if they found out Woody Allen had somehow built a time machine and was responsible for the Holocaust, like he created Hitler as a gag or something, they'd still be like, but it's Woody. You know what I mean? Always listen to Depeche Mode. All right. We can listen to some Depeche Mode, I guess. I don't know. So this guy, I don't know. This is Kanye West having a little spat with some personal trainer, I guess, that I guess he didn't like, said something mean about him or something. Where's my music? Don't pause my fucking music unless I tell you to. I was told, this is Kanye West speaking, I was told if I expose the truth of the bad business practices, everything is going to be taken from me, including my black children. But he's going to keep his white children, though. fortunately. And everyone has bore whiteness to the public Emmett Tilling of ye or yay. But God has put something in my heart not to back down. Amazing. I just noticed Kanye West and Woody Allen have the same last names as the two main Flashes, Wally West and Barry Allen. See, it all clicks together, Strivy. It all clicks together. The reason I like this tweet here is because he literally has turned Emmett Till into a verb. Not only that, but he, like, think about this. Think about the level of fucking delusional narcissism involved in, like, Emmett Till, like the 14-year-old, I think he was 14, who was like brutally beaten and tortured to death by a mob of crazy white lynching pieces of shit for like making a pass at a white woman or whatever the fuck. And Kanye West feels like his plight is equivalent to that because he's not allowed. I mean, he is allowed, but because like he gets backlash because he goes out there and like talks shit about Jews and there's some backlash against it. That's the equivalent of him being treated like Emmett fucking Till, bro. Like the straight face with which this motherfucker says this crazy shit is my favorite straight face on the face of the fucking earth. Okay. Like I wish that I had the fucking balls of Kanye West. I wish I could go out there and just like every time someone talks a little shit about me, it's like, man, this is the Holocaust of me, man. You just fucking, I don't know. Who's someone else that was fucking brutal? Like, I don't know. You just Joan of Arc'd me, man. It was brutal. Man. Fuck me, dude. Fuck me in the ass until I am dead. That's not even an expression. Someone please. Just do it. This is so fucking beautiful. Right here. Shaq. This is Kanye speaking. Shaq is in business with Jamie Salter. Jamie first said he's 50-50 with David Beckham and 50-50 with Shaq. I said, Jamie, there's no such thing as 50-50 in business. There is, by the way. There's totally such a thing as 50-50 in business. I don't know. I guess Kanye knows about as much about business as he does about any other subject. Who has the extra 1% for control and voting rights? All right, so then Shaq shows up to the conversation. Excuse me. Says, believe me, you don't know me like that. Worry about your business. And to quote the once great Kanye West, I got more money than you, so why would I listen to you? Take my advice. Get your family business in order. Have a great day, brother. Dude. Man. Shaq has not lost his ability to dunk. That's all I got to say on that shit. Holy fuck. Damn. Damn. Maybe he can't throw a free throw. But now, you know what? Shaq just fucking, I mean, he just laid waste. And the best part about it is definitely when he says, and to quote the once great Kanye West, fuck, dude. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that. You don't get burned any crispier than that right there, all right? And it's so casual, so dismissive, and then ending with the whole, like, have a great day, brother. Like, oh, bitch. Fuck. Man. I mean, Shaq disconnected. It's time for the disconnect. Oh, we're back. We're back connected quick this time. Yay. We reconnected quickly. That's awesome. Usually when I disconnect, I'm just gone for like, I mean, so guys, I don't know what to tell you. Right now, I don't have a wired internet connection. I have Wi-Fi, and for some reason it's real spotty. And I don't know if I don't know if the Ether, if getting, I mean, like, I don't know if it's just my service is spotty. Like, I could maybe go through all the trouble of getting this shit wired, and I'm trying to find someone to do it right now. I can maybe wire it and then find out that my service provider just sucks, and those lag spikes are just going to be a thing I have to live with, unless I change services, which I hope I don't have to do. But I hope that if I wire this shit, it's more stable. Because if I fucking wire it and I'm still having lag spikes, I would be fucking real sad. Real goddamn sad. But at least I guess I would know at that point. And then I would know time to switch ISPs. Although, honestly, the other ISP I'm not sure has speeds that are sufficient for me. So I don't know. I heard that T-Mobile or something is like doing like a 5G internet in your house now. So maybe I just do that shit. Doesn't seem like that ever has any problems, but who fucking knows, man. I have fucking try putting toothpaste inside the router. You know, I will try that. Trip, thank you. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Anyway, I've literally spent more time talking about the little hiccup than it actually cost me, so. All right, so you know how you're fucked up? You know you've gotten to a point where you went too fucking far? When Donald Trump is like, you probably went too far. When fucking Donald Trump is like, Kanye, that's a little rough, buddy. A little rough. Former President Trump acknowledged in a new interview on Tuesday that ye, you know, I know he wants it to be said yay, but I'm never going to look at a Y and an E and think yay. So, whatever, bitch. I'm going to call you Ye. Tuesday that Ye, the artist formerly known as Kanye West, made rough statements about Jews following a bout of anti-Semitic posts and remarks from the rapper. He made some statements, rough statements, on Jewish people. Donald fucking Trump, bro. Donald fucking goddamn Trump. Like, when you've pissed off Donald Trump, I mean, not piss him off, I guess, but when even Donald Trump is like, you crossed the line. You've gone too far, Kanye, bro. Bo? I call you Bo? Bo! Kanye, Bo! Kanye, you gone too far, bud. You gone too fucking far. How do you make even Trump cringe? I don't know. Do what Kanye West is doing, apparently. I mean, like, I cannot get over this. I could literally just make Kanye West content for the rest of my life. I could be the amazing Kanyeist, and I could just fucking follow the exploits of Kanye West from now until my dying day. Because he ain't gonna stop. He ain't gonna stop. He's just gonna keep on, he's gonna keep on ticking. He takes a licking, he keeps on fucking ticking. God bless him, guys. Like, we should be, you have any idea how fortunate you are to be living now in the age of Kanye? Do you have any idea how fucking fortunate you are? All right? Like, you don't know it. I don't know if you know it. Anti-Semitism is not okay. I mean, I don't remember saying it was. I don't remember fucking getting on here and be like, you know what, guys? I want to just put this out there. Anti-Semitism is okay. Never said it. The whole point of this whole fucking goddamn segment is that Kanye West is a dumb fuck for saying this shit. I think it's kind of implied that anti-Semitism is not okay. No, of course it's not okay. It's not okay, guys. But you know what? Even if it was okay, he's still gone too far. Like, even if a little anti-Semitism is like, hey, a little bit of Jew hate. Even if we lived in a culture where, like, the Jews had, like, a little bit of hate coming their way. I'm not saying we do, but even if we did, he's gone too far. He's gone too fucking far, bro. I don't know who Keisha Cole is, all right? I don't know who Keishia, or is it Keisha or Keishia? Anyway, I don't know who she is. Apparently, she's some kind of rapper or something. She removed her son from Donda Academy after Ye said he was going to shoot the school up. That scared me. What? What he done? What? Huh? Keisha Cole has decided to remove her son from Donda Academy. Well, first of all, they closed it, so... Yeah. The singer revealed via Twitter why she doesn't want her son, Daniel Gibson Jr., 12, to attend Kanye's unaccredited school. A Twitter user tagged Keishia in a tweet, raising questions about why any parent would want to send their child to Donda Academy, which is a fair question. The message said, Donda Academy shut down, and I have to ask, what kind of parent sends a kid to an unaccredited religious indoctrination center where they have to sign an NDA to enroll for $15,000 a year? Who listens to Ye speak and goes, I'll trust this man with my child? Extraordinarily fair question. Casey responded and said, I took my DJ out of Donda. Sadly, after Ye said he was back to shoot the school up, that scared me a bit. She also spoke on an alleged NDA and said there was no NDA signed. I don't know who may have, but that wasn't brought up to us. So here's the thing. When Kanye said he was going to shoot up the school, it had nothing to do with Donda Academy or whatever the fuck. He said he was talking some shit to someone called Boozy. Come smack me or come shoot me. I'm the one that got bullied by the entire black celebrity community. Now I'm back to shoot the school up. So he's making like a Columbine reference here. Now, the Columbine kids were not actually bullied, but the narrative at the time was that, like, some kids got bullied and they got pissed and they went back to school and shot up all their bullies. That was, like, the predominant prevailing narrative about Columbine at the time, and it persists to this day. So what Kanye is saying is, like, he was the kid at the school of black celebrities that got bullied, and now he's back to shoot up the school by, like, you know, I don't know, roasting them on social media or whatever. But, so it had nothing to do, he was not saying he was going to actually shoot up his Donda Academy or whatever, and even I can see that. So for that to be the reason you pulled your kid out of the school is pretty dumb. The reason you should have pulled your kid out of Donda Academy, well, you never should have sent him there in the first place, because it's not a real fucking school. Some crazy fucking goddamn lunatic is like, I'm gonna start a school, and then it's literally out of business. Like, I don't know how long did Donda Academy even run? Like 3 months or something? For $15,000 goddamn dollars? Boozy. His name is Boozy. Look. How else would you fucking say that? Boozy. B-O-O-S-I-E. That's Boozy to me. What the fuck I'm supposed to say? Boosie? Is it Boosie? Goddamn. Who cares? He's a boozy man. It says Boosie, bitch. What do you want from me? Boosie, Boosie, Boosie. Juicy Boosie. Bussy? Yeah, his name is Bussy. He's repping that femboy Bussy to Kanye. That's what's going on. You know it and I know it. And the Lord knows it, God damn it. The Lord Christ knows it. Jesus Christ, your Lord and fucking Savior, knows it. JP gave $5, says, wonder if Elon will ban Kanye from Twitter. No. Absolutely not. Kanye was already banned from Twitter, and Elon literally just has just let him back on. It's like, come on, Kanye, say what you want, buddy. That's why we're getting all these fucking banger tweets we saw earlier. These wonderful anti-Semitic bangers, man. Kind of a beautiful thing. Kanye West. This is a sad story, guys. I don't know if you guys are ready for how sad this one is, but it's a sad thing. Because, you know, I know we were all hoping that Kanye was gonna, like, you know, sell us some White Lives Matter shirts, you know? Tell me, who the heck is Forch Ann? I haven't asked for a decade. That's your mom. That's your mom, bro. You don't know who that is? That's your mama. Kanye West not able to sell White Lives Matter shirts because these two guys own the trademark. You know what? No one can own White Lives Matter, you guys. White Lives Matter belongs to all of us. White Lives Matter belongs to all the peoples of the world. Can't just be one person's thing, you know? Kanye West's most recent run of controversy started with the unveiling of his White Lives Matter t-shirts. The backlash he received over the White Lives Matter t-shirts eventually snowballed into making him anti-Semitic comments, blah, 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 blah. He was dropped by his record label, Def Jam. His manager and his lawyer decided to part ways with him. Adidas, Gap, Balenciaga, and other major companies terminated multi-million-dollar contracts with him. Now, thanks to two radio hosts in Arizona, Kanye may not be able to profit off the one thing that sparked all the drama in the first place. Anyone trying to sell White Lives Matter shirt, Kanye West included, will now get a cease and desist letter after these two black radio hosts acquired the trademark to prevent people from profiting off the phrase. Okay. So these two dudes are like, fuck you, Kanye. You ain't making no money off this shit. I think it's probably too vague of a phrase to actually trademark in that way. I'm pretty sure. But you know what? Even if Kanye went to court over this, the Amazing Atheist, new channel name, hell yes. Even if Kanye went to court over this, what am I thinking? He's gonna fucking say so much crazy shit that the judge is probably gonna fucking stand with these guys, even if they don't have a case. So, you know what? Yeah. Kanye's not even gonna make any money off the fucking shirts. It's pretty great. So the guy this is to the guy who just asked me if Kanye is gonna get I'm Kanye now. Look, boom. They asked me if Kanye is gonna get kicked off of Twitter or whatever. Here's your answer right here, bud. Twitter recommends Ye as top follow on the Jews as company does mass layoffs. The Jews is trending on Twitter. It's never a good sign, by the way. When the Jews starts trending, you know, you got some problems you might want to look at. Its algorithm has selected Ye as the top person to follow, while Elon Musk fires roughly half the company's staff, including many of its policy experts and content moderators. Ye, formerly, you know what? Let's be honest here. Ye is not formerly known as Kanye West. Everyone still calls this motherfucker Kanye West, all right? No one's calling him Ye. Everyone's making an effort to be respectful or whatever the fuck. But, you know, we're still calling him Kanye West here, all right? Recently had his Twitter access limited after saying he would go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. He's been dropped by all his... Yeah, we know what happened to him. Bad stuff. But anyway, if you look at the Jews, the trend on Twitter, yeah, the top people you want to follow, Kanye West. Expert on the Jews, my man. I Stand With Kyrie is also trending, a reference to Brooklyn Nets star Kyrie Irving, who recently recommended that people watch an anti-Semitic documentary and was suspended for 5 games after declining to apologize and evasively answering a question on whether he holds anti-Semitic beliefs. Twitter's content moderation has always been something of a disaster, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, Kanye ain't going nowhere. He's still getting all kinds of acclaim, man. He's the top voice on the Jews. He's the top person. If you want to understand what's going on with the Jews, you better follow Kanye. Right? Yeah. You know it and I know it, man. Oh, yeah. It's a beautiful thing. Good old Ye, man. It was a Jewish doctor. Oh, yeah. You guys, I mean, once you understand Kanye's tragic origin story, I think you're going to feel differently. The reason Kanye hates the Jews is because a Jewish doctor tried to give him medication. So now that you understand that, I mean, come on. Clearly he's been wronged here. You know what I mean? Clearly Kanye is the true victim. Right? Yeah. You know it. So, speaking of Twitter, I loved this tweet earlier from Elon Musk. This is where the Elon Musk fanboys show up and tell me about myself, right? This is hey, is that guy here from earlier that was that was like preemptively defending Elon? Is the preemptive Elon defender still here? Can we talk? Is you still here? What was that guy's name? I can't remember his name anymore. There's a guy that had been watching me for 13 years, but only just now started actually leaving comments. What was his fucking name? Oh, well. But he said, he was like, don't go after my baby. My baby Elon, he needs to be protect. I need to protect Elon. So here he is. Here's your boy. Here's your boy Elon. Twitter has had a massive drop in revenue. Let's just take a moment to fucking just contemplate that sentence alone. That part of the sentence. It's not even a full sentence. Twitter has had a massive drop in revenue. Oh, no. No! Poor Elon. Man, think about... Can we just take a moment to appreciate how we got here? Elon Musk put together this phony baloney offer to buy Twitter for $44 billion fucking dollars, which he doesn't even have liquid. He just was like trying to be big baller, like, yeah, I'll buy Twitter, bitch. And then he realized, like, oh shit, I don't want to buy fucking Twitter. And he tried everything to get out of it, but he couldn't get out of it. And then he tried, the bots. Couldn't get out of it. Couldn't get out of it. And now he's been forced to buy it, and now everyone fucking hates him. I mean, well, of course, he's got his little fanboys that love him. Of course he does, you know. There's always going to be somebody. But for, majority of people, I would say, it's like either don't give a shit about him, or kind of hate him, or really hate him. I'm in the kind of hate category. I kind of hate Elon Musk, but I'm not like one of these seething fucking fuck Elon Musk. But I cannot help but appreciate the beauty of a man who fucking shows up, says, I'll take Twitter for $44 billion. And then he's like, nah, on second thought, I won't. And they're like, actually, now that you've made that offer, you kind of have to do it. Like, what? What do you mean? Yeah, you have to. Oh. Then he had to go borrow a bunch of money from like the Saudi Arabians and shit to fucking have the capital to fucking do it. Scrounged it together. Now the Saudis own like a fourth of Twitter or some bullshit. And now the Twitter revenue has massively dropped. Who could have seen it coming? Why is it dropped? Well, I'll tell you how, guys. It's oh wait, sorry. I guess I don't understand. Moldy Diet Soda gave $4.99 and says, no, TJ, you don't get it. It's 4D chess. He'll totally flip it around. Totally. I mean, obviously, look, guys, obviously Elon Musk is going to fucking fix this. This is not just a horrible, ill-conceived nightmare for him. He's going to turn this right the fuck around, so don't you fret. Honestly, in 2022, living in this time, would you really put it past him to turn it around? Like, I understand that we've got a lot of people in here that don't like Elon Musk and shit. And I don't really like him. But like, would you really say, are you really willing to put your reputation on the line and say like, there's no fucking way he turns this around? He could. He absolutely could. Elon Musk is a grifter. Hyperloop failed. The underground highways failed. Starlink will fail. I must admit, PayPal, Tesla, and SpaceX have questionable practices, but are at least legit businesses. Right. Well, I mean, who knows? Maybe this is going to be one of his good ones. I mean, I would say I'm pretty comfortable with a prediction of failure, but I'm not going to say it's absolute. Far be it from me to fucking count the guy out completely. Because, you know, he's got a lot of fucking powerful friends. He's got a lot of money. You know, and he's got a lot of fucking little sycophant bitch boys that might be willing to pay his little weird $8 a fucking month to get a check mark. Anyway, but here's why it's failing. Here's why the massive drop in revenue. Due to activist groups pressuring advertisers, even though nothing has changed with content moderation, and we did everything we could to appease the activists. I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. He tried so hard to please those fucking activists, but they just wouldn't listen. They just wouldn't fucking listen. All right. So that's the first part of the tweet. And you know what? If that was all the tweet was Elon Musk shaking his fist at these damn activists ruining my business, I wouldn't even care about this tweet. You wouldn't even hear me reading it right now. I'd have let it slide on by. But it's what he says in this second paragraph that really fucking blows my mind. Extremely messed up. They're trying to destroy free speech in America. What the fuck are you talking about, you raving goddamn lunatic, bro? They're trying to... Wait. So, if activists use their free speech to tell advertisers not to work with you, and then those advertisers listen and pull ads from your service, that in your mind is the equivalent of the destruction of free speech in America. No wonder you and fucking no wonder you and fucking Kanye West are birds of a feather. You both are into this hyperbolic persecution complex shit. Elon Musk, you fucking get a little shit because no one likes that you fucking are using... you literally went on the platform the other day and fucking hyped up conspiracy shit. And now you're mad that like a bunch of advertisers are like, this seems like a toxic brand now. Nope. That's the destruction of free speech in America. Just like Kanye West gets a little fucking clap back for being anti-Semitic, and it's like, I'm being Emmett Tilled, y'all. Like, give me a break. Fucking Twitter is not freedom of speech in America, and getting fucking called on your shit is not being Emmett fucking... it's not the equivalent of a lynching. Like, you guys are so fucking absurd. This is so goddamn ridiculous. The hyperbole, like, is there no level of hyperbole that's so ridiculous you won't engage in it? Or are you just willing to say any fucking thing? No matter how ridiculous it is, because you know there's going to be some dipshit, some 78.9, I think there's actually like 300,000 or something likes on this now. Like, yeah, he's right. Like, come on. It's just like on the face of it, the dumbest fucking thing you've ever heard. Hold on, I got asked a question. I missed it because I was ranting. Beyond Groove gave 115. Said the upside of Twitter is a dumpster fire, and whether he fixes or destroys it, either one is a favorable outcome. I agree with that. I made that exact same point on Onion Nuggets last night for the patrons, or maybe not last night. It might have been the night before. Yeah, it was a couple nights ago. But I made the same fucking point. I was like, you know what? If Elon Musk fixes Twitter, cool. If he destroys Twitter, cool. Either way, win-win. The person I can never pronounce gave $5 and said snowflakes. But I saw I had a question that I missed here, so let me go find that because I don't want to fucking miss anybody's question. I was going to do that shit where I read these at the end, but I don't get enough of them to really worry about that. I mean, today I kind of have, but whatever. Let's see. Where the fuck is it? Wait. I know it was on here. Okay, I guess that was a super chat. I thought that was whatever. What do you think about that Bull Destiny Bunnell saying that money in politics isn't even really that much of a thing / problem. I mean, I don't take anything that dude says seriously. I don't fucking care. I literally have his name blocked on Twitter, so I don't have to hear his takes. So that's how much I'm like, because it's like I'm at the amount of times he's at the center of some dumb fuck discourse. It's too much for me. I'm just not into it. I don't want to fucking think about him one way or the other. I don't want to hate him. I don't want to like him. I don't even want to hear about him. I don't want to hear from him or about him ever. I'm just done. Strivy gave $2 and says, billionaires are why I wish for debut Superman IRL. Oh, okay. You want like the original super lefty Superman. Back when the authors were like using him to, when they used to use the moniker champion of the oppressed, and he would, attack, war profiteers and business magnates and shit before mainstream America got a hold of him and got rid of all of his like communist sympathies and shit. Gotcha. Elon Musk said he has seen massive drop in revenue as brands pause ads. The remarks come as brands including General Mills and Volkswagen Group pause advertising on the social network, and as civil society organizations called on Twitter's advertisers to halt all spending globally, citing uncertainty about the direction of the company under Musk. Holy shit, I can't believe... This is basically just Elon Musk realizing that even though he took the company private, he still relies on advertising dollars. He's not used to that. He's used to just being able to get money directly from his consumers and just survive on that. That's why he's trotted out this $8 thing, right? That's why he's tried out this $8 check marks for everybody, because he wants he wants to have like consumers that buy a product. He's not used to this advertising model where you actually have to fucking do things to keep advertisers happy. And look, I understand his frustration, because this platform here that we're on right now, back before the mainstream media drummed up a bunch of fucking hysteria over like Nazi accounts and shit, this used to be pretty fucking awesome for creators. We used to pretty much just come on here, say and do whatever the fuck we wanted as long as we entertain people, and we got money. Now you got to be way more careful, and you got to be way more like considerate about what you're saying and how you're going to say it and all this shit, especially if you want to actually make money on the platform. So now we're at that point. And I understand Elon Musk's frustration with that model, but like when you bought Twitter, you kind of opened yourself up to that, dumbass. And no one's going to fucking pay $8 a month for this shit. No one's going to fucking shell out I mean, there will be some people that'll do it, but you're not going to make money doing that. I saw some weird little Elon Musk sycophant responding to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who said, like, if a million users pay Elon Musk $8 a month, that's close to $1 billion a year. And it's like, what? That is not math. I mean, dude, I thought I was bad at math. But, like, I'm starting to realize most Americans are actually worse at math than fucking I am, okay? That is not even fucking close to a goddamn $1 billion a year. You're fucking shitting me with this. That's $8 million a month. 1 million people paying $8 a month is $8 million a month. $8 million a month does not equal out to fucking $1 billion a year. Like, are you fucking insane? Like, give me a fucking break. I don't know. I'm not mathematically inclined enough to know what 8 times 12 is, like, off the dome. It's 96. I just looked it up. That's like $96 million a year. And that's assuming like that there's no money lost in like transaction fees and shit like that. And that's if 1 million people joined it, which like I don't think 1 million people will. I honestly do not see you selling that to 1 million people. If you do, God bless you. But like, no, you're not going to convince 1 million people that something that they used to get for free is now worth $8 a fucking month. And even if you did, you're not going to fucking recoup the amount of money it costs to run the site with that. You literally need advertising money. So you better fucking do what the advertisers say, because that's your fucking money bags, bitch. Either that, or you need to run Twitter at a loss, or you need to just say it's a lost cause and shut it the fuck down and say, you know what? Twitter's bad for America. I'm done. No matter what, Twitter is legitimately cancer. Change my mind. Why would I change your mind when you're fucking dead on balls accurate? There's no fucking way. What did you expect from Elon Musk fanboys? Not much. Not fucking much. Former staff sue Twitter as Elon Musk begins mass layoffs. So here's an interesting thing. Elon's tweet got hit by Twitter context/fact check bot, and then he deleted it. Oh, what? Are you fucking serious? His own fucking site turns against him. Oh, God, it's so fucking awesome. I love it so much. Anyway, Twitter is now being sued over new owner Elon Musk's decision to cut 3,700 staff jobs. A class action lawsuit was filed Thursday in U.S. District Court in San Francisco, where Twitter headquarters are located, by a handful of former employees. The employees argue that Musk broke federal and California state law by not giving enough notice for mass layoffs. The lawsuit claims that Musk violated both the federal and state WARN Act, the Worker Adjustment and Retraining Notification Act, which requires large companies to give 60 days notice before issuing mass layoffs. Oops. Elon Musk not running his businesses legitimately and just fucking cutting corners left and right. Who'da fucking thunk it? Dude, you know what I hope happens at this point? And this is probably just fan fiction on my part, but I hope that Musk is embroiled in a bunch of these fucking lawsuits, and I hope a bunch of the workers that he didn't fire quit out of solidarity, and there's no one to fucking run Twitter, and all he has is like a $44 billion shell that's just coasting on autopilot and like literally like rotting in his hands as he just stares at it impotently, and no advertisers want to touch it, and he's just... And we had a little lag spike there. I think I'm back. It just all falls apart for him, you know? Yeah, Elon, that was Elon trying to censor me. Elon fucking was sending his DDoS squad to try to take me out. The little bitch. But he can't take me out. I'm too powerful. King of the motherfucking world. Colin Tom gave $19.99. Says, please accept some of Bezos' money from my Amazon paycheck, Lord TJ. Thank you so much. Appreciate the fuck out of you. I'm glad that you would see fit to give your, I'm sure, very hard-earned money to me, the future ruler of the earth, so that I may make the world a better place for you one of these days. How's my cat? He's a little piece of fucking crazy shit. Just like always. You laugh now, TJ, but when Elon shows up at your house in a Wario costume, you'll be sorry. You're probably right. I don't think I would enjoy that. If Elon Musk shows up to my house in a Wario costume, I will be quite fucking concerned. That is a legitimately not a fucking... Have I seen the Mario Brothers movie trailer? Yeah. Yeah, I've seen it. DKK 100 from Poacitic. TJ, my love for you is true, but temporary. In this moment, I love you, but in the next, I cannot know. Perhaps the me of tomorrow can love you as well, as long as you too become the TJ of tomorrow. Holy shit. Poacide, you're the deepest motherfucker I've ever met in my life. Holy goddamn motherfuck. I hope he gets sued into oblivion, though. And I hope all of his fucking workers... I hope all the workers that didn't fucking get fired quit. And I hope everyone fucking piles lawsuits on him. And I hope the whole thing is just a massive fucking clusterfuck that just falls apart and explodes in his fucking face. And I'm not even saying that... someone said to me when I said that shit earlier, like, you just hate Elon Musk. It's not even a hatred. It's just because it's funnier. It boils down to, for me, it's just fucking funnier if it goes down that way. Isn't Tesla's stock going to plummet if he liquidates billions of stock to pay for Twitter? It's no longer publicly traded. It's now a privately owned company. So it's all on him now. No, it's no longer publicly owned. Every fucking person who had stock has been compensated for their stock. And now it's all his. It's all his. Well, it's his and Saudi Arabia's and a few other billionaire investors that he, had to get to come in the deal because he couldn't actually. Elon Musk doesn't actually have $44 billion liquid. Okay. Most of his money is in, Tesla stock. Oh, and yeah, I hope that collapses too. Just hope it all falls apart for Elon. I don't want him to die or nothing. I don't want poor Elon to fucking be like genuinely hurt. I just want him to be, taken down a peg or 19. Read the email Elon Musk sent to Twitter employees who managed to keep their jobs. So here's your dear you, you're not fired. Hello. Thank you for your patience through this transition and for your commitment to the important work you do at Twitter. We are sending this email to confirm that your employment is not impacted by today's workforce reduction. Throughout the last week, Elon has spent time with a number of employees, customers, partners, policymakers, and Twitter users. He is looking forward to communicating with everyone about his vision for the company soon. We know you likely have a number of questions, and we will have more information to share next week. In the meantime, please note that until Monday, Birdhouse is temporarily offline, our office buildings are temporarily closed, and all badge access is temporarily suspended. Office will reopen Monday, November 7th. Thank you for continuing to demonstrate respect for impacted colleagues as we navigate these changes. As a reminder, we expect you to continue to comply with company policy by refraining from discussing confidential company information on social media, with the press, or elsewhere. We look forward to working with you on Twitter's exciting future. Oh, it's the Titanic, guys. It's the fucking Titanic. I don't know what to tell you. I see someone sent me a link here. Let's see what we got. See if this is like a virus that's gonna like take over my machine. It says roach collector. This is a Twitter account. Oh my god, dude. It's a fucking it's a little Elon defender. Oh, dude, you gotta see this, guys. The hypocrisy is real. Twitter blue, Planet Elon. Planet Elon, bro. All right, what do we got here? Check this out. $8 for Twitter blue is too expensive. Yet each month you happily waste your money on groceries. $800 rent, $200 on rent. $200 on rent. This has to be a parody account, right? Oh no, data based on 2021 averages from the U.S. Institute of Knowledge. That has to be like a fake thing or something, right? People are not spending $200 on rent. Water bill, $2,000. Utilities, $100. Dinner, $250. Netflix, $50. Phone bill, $10. Gas, $21. So the joke is just that like everything that's actually expensive is cheap and everything that's actually cheap is expensive. You can afford Twitter blue. You're just mad Elon has good ideas. Oh yeah, you right. This is a funny ass account right here. These people, this is some funny ass shit. It definitely is a parody. No one fucking thinks water is $2,000 and rent is $200. All right, this is not a real fucking person. If it is, then they are the stupidest motherfucker on the face of the goddamn earth. Okay, they have to be the dumbest fucking human being to ever exist in all of the cosmos if they genuinely believe this shit for even a second, okay? I love it so much. I love it so goddamn motherfucking much, okay? You can't even fucking know how much I love it. You can't even know how much I fucking love this shit, all right? Oh, man. Oh, it's just too beautiful. It's too beautiful to even fucking comprehend, isn't it? Like, I can't even fucking wrap my head around it. Oh. Man, Elon, buddy. Elon. I feel so privileged to exist in this time. Like, I'm not even, no irony, no sarcasm. I love that I get to live to see this day and age. The day and age of Elon and Kanye. Fucking, and their continued antics. It's just, I don't know. It's too much for me. It's almost too fucking funny. Oh my God. Meanwhile, you guys, Fox News, guys. I don't even know what the fuck to say about this. I have not watched this, but I've seen it summarized. Yeah, imagine wasting money on groceries and water. I mean, it's like, give me a break, guys. Who needs that shit? Anyway, check this shit out, all right? This is what you need. Study. Where should I put myself on this? Maybe here? I don't know. I'll make myself a little smaller. Just go right here in the corner. No, maybe up here. This is probably the best place. Yeah, maybe a little bigger than that. All right. Study. Cats on campus help the highly emotional. Okay. Good. Good. That seems fine. That seems fine, right? Right? Am I wrong? Like, is that not fine? That seems fine to me. Cats help people that are, I mean, yeah, like, I'm stressed out, but then I pet this cat and I feel a little better. Okay. Where's the travesty? Let's find out.
Protester where you're out there protesting about everything on campus, then I don't know if you really need a cat. I'm not really sure, but this is just a...
What? Hey, hey, bitch. Sorry, but what? What you said just now? You're out there protesting everything. I don't know, everything under the sun or whatever she said. I don't think you need a cat. What? What is the fucking connection? If you're out there protesting things, don't get a cat. I mean, like, is there a connection there? Can anyone explain to me the logic of that? I agree with Race Car Campack, who just says question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. What are we talking about, guys? What happened? Huh?
Another example of how we are raising snowflakes. Because, I mean, if you honestly...
Yeah. The woman who is currently freaking the fuck out about people, like, having cats and, like, that's, you know, they're the snowflakes, right? You're the one who's literally going batshit right now. These motherfuckers want to have cats and shit. A bunch of snowflakes. Damn it! Why are they doing that? Why they having cats? They snowflakes. Boo! Snowflakes. Boo! Moldy diet soda gave $1.99. Says bad owner is win protester. I guess.
Honestly can't make it in college, then just drop out. I mean, well, although I know a lot of people want to take advantage of the freebies, but just drop out anyway. Do us all.
Oh, yeah, man. Take advantage of all those freebies, man. U.S. college in the U.S. notoriously cheap and fucking debt-free, man. Take advantage of all that free fucking college we got here. Run them damn underwater basket weaving bullshit. God damn it. What are we talking about?
A favor. I don't think animal rights activists would be too proud of this either. I wouldn't want any college student manhandling my cat.
Manhandling your cat, huh? Yet you voted for the guy that wanted to grab you by the pussy.
Kaylee, I don't think
that's some funny shit. I don't fucking care.
these kids need cats. I think they need discipline. I think
these kids need cats. I think they need discipline. Fucking goddamn. This dude in the middle, I'm looking at his face, and I want to say that he understands how ridiculous. Like, I want to say he's having a moment of self-awareness right now where he realizes, like, this is fucking stupid. What are we doing here? It's probably not going through his head. He's probably just fucking preparing for like, what kind of stupid shit could I possibly say to add to this? But, you know, I mean, hey. All right.
They need a slap in the face.
Need a slap in the fucking face, boy. You don't need no damn cat. You need a slap. What? Why are we so mad, guys? What happened? Who hurt you? Who hit you? What's going on here? Like, why are we doing this? Huh? What? I don't even, what commentary can I possibly say to this? It's literally a bunch of grown-ass people sitting around talking about how if someone, you know, wants to pet a kitty cat and that makes them feel a little better, that means that they're like horrible people who should be slapped in the fucking face. They're a nightmare. They're pieces of shit. Fucking snowflake garbage. Like, what? Huh?
Because these are the same kids that get a professor fired for being too hard.
I mean, if the professor's too hard, you know, depending on what that means, you know, maybe the professor should be fired, right? You know, if I went to one of my classes and my professor was hard, I might fucking suck on it. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there.
On their way to medical
Great
school.
point.
These are kids that can't even listen to a conservative viewpoint. They shout out speakers. They chase.
Oh my God, we're so mad at these hypothetical damn kids. These goddamn kids out there can't even listen to a conservative viewpoint. Meanwhile, we got such intelligent viewpoints like, you should be slapped. It's like, what? Are you really mad that the people who you want to slap in the face are not willing to listen to your you should be slapped in the face position and take it seriously? Like, come on.
Them off campus, but a cat will make everything better. Guess what? That doesn't work in the real world.
Yeah, you're talking about.
It's not, the cat's not supposed to make everything better. The cat is just like, it's cute and you pet it and it's like, oh, pet the kitty cat. And you feel a little bit better. It's not meant to like fix all your fucking problems or something, you stupid bitch. Like, what are we talking? Like, is this, I feel like I'm fucking, have I snuck into like a special ed class or something? I mean, not to be ableist or whatever, but like, is there even like a single IQ point between these 5 individuals here on my fucking screen? Because this is fucking, this is sad with a capital fucking, well, in their class, like probably a capital Q.
About my professor that I love so much back at NYU.
Yeah.
Luke Kiernan gave $2.49, I guess euros, and said, why bother? I don't know. Why bother with what? These people? I don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I remember on one of my campuses getting a note that there would be dogs and puppies for us to soothe us during exam time. And I thought, is this real? I mean, no. What a distraction.
A distraction? It's just a little like, just go pet the puppy. I mean, it's like, what, do conservatives not understand like puppies and kitties? Let me explain it to you guys. There's puppies and there's kitties, and they don't distract you from your time. They're not like there to ruin your life or whatever. What you do is you go and you look at them, and you say, "Oh, how cute," and you pat it in its little head and go, "Oh, little puppy, ah, this is so cute. Oh, little kitty cat, hey, little kitty cat." And then you feel a little bit better, and then you go about your fucking day, and like no one's harmed, nothing bad happens. It's not snowflakes have taken over or whatever the fuck. It's just like a dog or a cat. I mean, I don't understand this. What are we talking about here, man? What are we fucking talking about? People who hate cats should not have human rights or even animal rights. Cat lover is right.
Action for kids who don't want to study. Number 1. Number 2, I don't need to be coddling a puppy. I need my, organic chemistry book if I'm,
Here's what you do, okay? I'm going to help you out with this, all right? You go to the puppy, right? And you say to the puppy, "You're a puppy. You are cute." And you pat it on its head. And then you go about your fucking day and study your organic chemistry or whatever the fuck else you do. You go blow your hard professor because that's pretty much the only way you fucking graduated college. Let's be fucking honest.
In pre-med here, this is insanity. Give me a cup of coffee, a cookie, and a stack of books, and I'm set.
Why do you need a cookie for? Why do you need coffee and cookies for? They're supposed to just give you a coffee and a cookie. What is this, communism? We're supposed to just give you coffee, give you cookies, give you books? You got to earn those coffees and cookies and books, bitch. This is capitalist America. Get to work in the fucking fields. Yeah, right. You definitely come from some rich family, don't you? You ain't had to work for shit in your life, and now you're just basically. This is like a lot of conservative talking points come from these people who are just spoiled rich bitches, who they get on TV or they get on the radio and they're like, yeah, these motherfuckers don't want to work. These people have never worked in their lives for a fucking second. And then a bunch of actual hardworking people in America, like truck drivers and shit, listen to this rhetoric, and for some reason it resonates with them. Yeah, God damn it, these motherfuckers don't want to work. It's like, dude, you're listening to a spoiled rich bitch right now. This is not your people. And he's like, yes, she is, because she knows just like I do, these motherfucking snowflakes up in the college don't want to do no real work. All right, buddy. All right. Danny Smith, $5, says, every one of them has got a business degree, not a real degree. She could not. She could even open an organic chemistry book. I think you meant to say she couldn't, but yeah.
I don't need a puppy in my lap to study for exams.
That's right. But they're also.
You don't. Then don't fucking get. I mean, it's not hard. Like time management. There's puppy time and there's exam time. Or if you do need the puppy in your lap during the fucking exam, who cares? Who fucking gives a shit? Unless the puppy is like. What? Like, what could it possibly do to thwart your fucking exam from happening? Wymere gave $5 and says, these people wouldn't even have an issue if they owned the animals instead of the animals being provided. Yeah, probably not. I don't know. I think they're just, I think these people would have an issue no matter what. I think these are people whose job it is to come on this show and find something to make a fucking issue about. They need to come up with some fucking reasoning or some goddamn logic where everybody's a fucking snowflake these days. Even if it doesn't make a lick of fucking sense. And they don't care if it makes sense or not because you know what? They just, the next day they're on to the next one. Done, on to the next one. And it's only a case, and then people like me come on here on YouTube and try to fucking call them out on their shit. And no one gives a shit. People are just like, yeah, well, whatever. They're still fucking good or whatever. I service these types of women in my pharmacy. I can promise you they are the most likely on Prozac and Xanax, the hypocrisy. It doesn't surprise me, buddy. Thanks, Naru.
Also getting free tuition, too. So the list is endless of what the...
Who the fuck's getting free tuition? You're the one who got free tuition because your daddy paid for it. You're the fucking rich bitch. I mean, I don't know for a fact that all these are rich bitches, but I'm pretty goddamn sure. Someone can go fucking do the research if they want.
These kids are getting with our tax dollars.
It is, and it's also part of the indoctrination. I mean, they are being trained.
It's part of the indoctrination? It's a fucking kitty cat. It's a kitty. It's just a little kitty cat. It's a fucking cat. It's not indoctrinating them. The kitty is not. The kitty is not like spewing fucking talking points at them. The kitty is not fucking talking about the proletariat. The puppy dog is not like, have you read fucking Das Kapital, all right? It's just a fucking cat. It's a fucking dog. It's not a propaganda machine. It's not a Maoist kitty cat. It's not a meowist, all right? Come on. Give me a fucking break.
You might go in there thinking, I've got to get my philosophy book, I got to get, the chemistry book. And then you're told effectively by the university, no, you need a puppy. This is what you need.
Yeah, that's right. They're saying, no, you don't need your books. You don't need to study. You just need puppies. That's what's going on here. The university is just like, you know what, guys? No more academic work. From now on, it's all puppies and kitties. Like, what? Like, they just making shit up. They just making shit up. This has no bearing on reality. This is not how any university, unless like maybe maybe if you're like trying to be a vet or something, but
You need. I mean, cats, I'm not so sure. Cats could walk away from you, which is even more traumatic when they don't come when they're called.
Oh, yeah. It's just fucking fill that 3-minute mark, baby. Get that 3 minutes and 35 seconds of content out there. We can make 3 minutes and 35 seconds out of this nothing, can't we? Yeah, I'm sure we can.
But so, you know, I was on Wall Street walking my dog, my collie, Shepherd Mix, who's since passed away, named Sydney. And there were students at Wall Street near the stock market.
I got banned from Twitter for saying the cunts shitting on the trans barista and the cunts who shit on the service workers in general need to be an ass beating. I stand by my statement, R.I.P. me. I mean, you know, you shouldn't be out there promoting violence against horrible people who deserve it. That's all I can tell you.
And they all ran at us, and Sydney loved it. But they said, we're studying, we're in the midst of finals. And I said, well, instead of hugging my dog, you should go back to studying.
Amen, Tammy.
And this is because it's the training for the real world. No one's going to hand you a puppy in the real world.
Plenty of people will, actually. You know, you go to the fucking puppy store. Can I have a puppy? And they do. They hand it to you. Or you go to your friend's house, like, hey, cute puppy, can I see it? Sure. They hand you the puppy. It happens all the time. The real world is actually full of people handing puppies to each other. And honestly, if there was more puppy handing, the world would probably be a better place. Like, I don't know. I mean, what are we talking about here?
And I think that's one of the most important lessons, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely right up there. That's like the wisdom of Socrates right there. That's one of the most important lessons. Yeah. Yep, that's it. You nailed it. No one's going to hand you a puppy in the real world. That's fucking... Put that on a bumper sticker. Fucking get one of those, like, wood engravings, you know? Put that shit in your kitchen. I'm begging you to read the comment section of this video. This one here that I'm looking at, this is on Twitter. So this is not, I'm not on YouTube where I can do that. And I don't know, on Twitter, I don't know what someone's going to post. They could be posting, like, titties down there. So I'm not just going to scroll blindly through Twitter and just hope that nothing is going to get me fucking flagged.
100%.
Nuts. I was hoping for a puppy on the couch. Maybe a cat. Okay, these kids are the problem. I mean, all joking aside,
These kids, all joking aside. If you're going to do all joking aside, then all of you guys need to just walk off the stage because you're all jokes. Every single one of you is a fucking joke. The highly emotional ones here are you, and I think that, like, an intern should come in this studio and pass out some puppies right now and some kitties to, like, get you guys to stop blathering emotionally stunted and mentally retarded bullshit. And I don't know, enjoy your life for a second and not be pieces of shit. If that's too much to ask, sorry.
they're the problem. If you need a cat or you need a puppy, you don't belong in college. By the way, which was harder?
What? If you need a cat or you need a puppy, you don't belong. So basically, like, if you're in college, no pets. No fucking pets. You're not allowed. If you either choose studying or you choose having a pet. There's no fucking way to do both. There's no goddamn way to do both. You either have college or you have animal. You can't do both of them. Doesn't make sense. Cannot happen. If you think you can do it, you're part of the problem. You're a snowflake. You should get slapped in the face. Slapped in the damn face.
Con law or orgo?
I mean,
I
I didn't take organic chem. I took con law and I loved it.
Yeah, con law was great. Big red book. This is an idea of building a society of betas. All right?
Oh, yeah, you're right, dude. You're right. I mean, you look at this guy, you're like, this is an alpha right here. This guy right here, this is an alpha motherfucking. You might not like it, guys. But this is what a fucking alpha male goddamn looks like right here. I mean, look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy. I mean, this is hard. All right? It's about a hard professor. We got a hard host right here. This dude, look at him. Look at that muscle. This thing can barely contain his rippling fucking muscles, you guys. This guy, he looks like he's about 7 feet fucking tall. Probably about 480 pounds of fucking sheer goddamn muscle. This is an alpha bet, man. This guy doesn't rip a phone book in half. This guy rips a fucking phone booth in half, bitch. This guy would win an arm wrestling match against Superman. This is a tough ass alpha motherfucking male right here. This guy. He's like, you never seen the ending of fucking Predator where Arnold Schwarzenegger raises the torch up to the sky and goes, ah! You know, this guy, he makes Arnold look like a bitch. This is the toughest motherfucker I've ever seen. If this guy fucking even looked at me funny, I'd probably die of a heart attack on the spot from fear after pissing and shitting myself because I couldn't handle the stare of an alpha male of this fucking caliber. Yeah, what's a phone booth? You know what a phone booth is. I know that they're not on every street corner these days, but you still know what one is, okay? Shut up. You don't get to be like, I'm just going to pretend I don't even know what that is. You know it. You've seen a meme with it or something, or a movie, or a cartoon, or some goddamn shit. Shut up. This guy right here, man. This is a tough motherfucker right here. Yeah. You know why he's bald? Because fucking too much testosterone. You get that testosterone coursing through your fucking body. You know, that shit causes male pattern baldness. This guy, he's so fucking masculine, every fucking hair on his body fell out. Too much testosterone for hair to survive, okay? This guy, I mean, you know, you would fucking... Remember those old Chuck Norris jokes? Every one of those applies to this guy, unironically.
Society of people who look forward, who are entrepreneurs, who go out and find something. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos.
Elon Musk. Talk about a real entrepreneur, man, like Elon Musk, man. Elon Musk. Real entrepreneur like Elon Musk. Or like Jeff Bezos, some kind of billionaire. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Another poetic poem is coming at me. Yeah. What you saying? What you saying there, buddy? Squeeze my brain, poetry will secrete. Let it trickle over your head. Let it eat through your skull. My mind seeps into yours. Our chemicals combine. I scar your consciousness with the memory of me. Damn, dude. Laying down that sick-ass poetry right now. Yes. With the teeth. All right. Let's talk about this. Let's watch this video. See what's going on here. See what's going on in the world of the shoe on the head. Boom.
One defense I hear from all across the political spectrum.
This is her annual. She made her annual video. It's time. It's time to enjoy. I'm gonna put my. This is easier. I don't think she changes her shut up that much. I'm here. This is where I'm at. I don't think I have to move myself around in 50 million different places like I did last video.
When I criticize corporations or talk about free speech online is they're a private company, they can do whatever they want. But what happens when the government is using said private company in order to suppress what people can say? It's a private company, they can do whatever they want, was never a defense. It was a threat.
You know what's cool? I saw the most unusual trajectory with this phrase in my lifetime. It's the wildest fucking thing. Because when I was younger, I was a teenager and like a little bit into my 20s, maybe even well into my 20s, this was a phrase almost unanimously said by conservative Americans. You never heard this from liberals or leftists. You always heard this from conservatives. They always said, private company could do what it wants. Private company could do what it wants. Private company could do what it wants. It was a very conservative refrain for the longest fucking time. And then at some point in my life, and I think it was basically the dawn of like modern conceptions of social media that kind of did it, it became all of a sudden a lib phrase. Not necessarily a leftist phrase, but a lib phrase. something they kind of toss around. Hey, private company do what it wants. Private company do what it wants. Very interesting how it fucking kind of migrated. You know, it's just kind of the part of this like whole freedom of speech for me and not for thee kind of thing. Communism is when cats. I agree. Freedom of speech for me, but not for thee. So basically, like, it's just like one of these, to me, what that demonstrates is that none of these people have any principles. And it just kind of like, you know, this phrase is useful to this group today. Maybe it's useful to this one tomorrow. And the other group that used to fucking say it like it was like the greatest religious highest truth in all the lands, just toss it in the fucking trash. Like, meh, we don't like that one anymore. I don't want to play with you anymore. Was that insanely loud? Or is that just me? Ow. Ow, my fucking ears. All right.
Feels so good to be vindicated. Actually, no, it doesn't. Feels awful. This is a 100% pure, unfiltered, unscripted rant, just like the old days. So forgive me if I randomly—
yes, classic ShoeOnHead unscripted rant. Just like the good old days. All right. I'm ready.
Off topic. But this is a—
That wasn't mockery or anything. I'm just trying to fucking pause this enough to actually add some kind of commentary. I didn't really, it was kind of unnecessary. And I could probably just sit here and listen to ShoeOnHead until I actually have something to say. I think I'll do that.
very interesting story, and it absolutely could not wait for the next Hell World like 4 months from now. But according to a new, very detailed report from The Intercept, the DHS, the Department of Homeland Security, has been closely working with social media to monitor and censor people. Wow, who could have seen this coming? F***ing everyone. Let's read some of this expose together, shall we? Get comfy.
Okay.
I made you some tea.
I need it. I'm coughing. Give me that tea. Thank you.
The Department of Homeland Security is quietly broadening its effort to curb speech it considers dangerous. Years of internal DHS memos, emails, and documents of—
Like this fucking fat beat, the fucking background. I said I wasn't going to fucking interrupt you. I had something to actually say. Oops. I lied. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I love it.
Obtained via leaks and an ongoing lawsuit, as well as public documents, illustrate an expansive effort by the agency to influence tech platforms. Behind closed doors and through pressure on private platforms, the US government has used its power to try and shape online discourse. Ah yes, the government and corpos. Two of a thing I hate.
So, I want to know, does anyone know this for me? I don't watch a lot of ShoeOnHead, so I'm not really sure. But when she says the government and corpos, two things I hate, blah, 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 is that like inherent or is that conditional? Like, does anyone, I don't know if this is something that she gets into at any point in any of her videos, but like, is it like, is she one of these people that just inherently just like hates authority, like fuck the government because it's the government? Or does she think that like the government could be a positive entity, but it's just not? Does she think it's like malicious? Does she think it's incompetent? Does she think it's invariably so? Does she think it's a necessity even if it is invariably so? Like, I don't know any of these things about her. I don't really know. I don't know what she thinks on any of that. So it's kind of hard for me to really commentate on what she's saying when there's so much missing context for me. Conditional, conditional is what I would suspect, because I know she was like a Bernie Sanders supporter at one time. So I'm assuming that probably, you know, she wanted those kind of policies enacted, which would have meant like, you know, that's like government-based solutions to those problems. So I'm assuming that she's like pro the existence of a government, but against the specific government that we have now, which is a pretty reasonable position depending on, I guess, your critiques. We'll see.
Working together. The department plans to target inaccurate information on a wide range of topics, including the origins of the COVID-19 pandemic and the efficiency of the COVID-19 vaccines, racial justice, U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan, and the nature of U.S. support to Ukraine. In a March meeting, an FBI official warned that the threat of subversive information on social media could undermine support for the U.S. government. Oh, trust me, you don't need social media to do that. You guys are doing a fine job at that on your own. How disinformation...
Disinformation is a problem. I don't know. I mean, like, I get where she's coming from on this because, yeah, you obviously want to be concerned about the motives of the U.S. government controlling information. And, yeah, they're going to try to control information in a way that benefits them, which they always have done. This is just the latest sort of, like, iteration of that sort of attempt to control information. But that being said, there is a super massive problem with disinformation and misinformation running rampant and people not caring about it being, even if it's proven wrong. Like, we're at a point now where, like, no one can actually agree what the truth is, and everyone seems to have just kind of defaulted to the position of whatever I want to be the truth is the truth. So there has to be some attempt made to combat that, because if there's no trust in literally any institution from the government on down, you can't have a society. Like, you know, at some point, there has to be some sort of institution that you do place some amount of trust in. Because if there's not, then you don't have a fucking society. Now, if you just want to be like an anarchist and say, like, you know, human beings need to, like, laterally organize in a way that's not hierarchical or whatever, then okay, cool, we could do that. But no one's really come up with a way to do that yet. So I don't know. But I get it. The concern about, like, yeah, well, you know, they could abuse the power. That's why I've always advocated for, like, a very transparent process to this. Because, you know, if the government is able to handle this behind closed doors, they're going to write the rules in such a way that allows their disinformation. Like, if the government is like, hey, guys, let's stop the flow of disinformation, what they're going to do is they're going to close everyone else's flow of disinformation, but open up theirs and just be like, here, you got a free pass. The official narrative is always the truth, which is the main thing people fear when you talk about combating misinformation. And that's a very legitimate concern, unless, of course, you have a very transparent process with a lot of fucking checks and balances. And I think that's what we could do. And I think that that's a perfectly reasonable position. And I would support that. I don't support this in its current form because her concerns about it are probably dead on balls accurate.
Is defined by the government has not been clearly articulated, and the inherently subjective nature of what
the problem. It has to be clearly articulated. If you're going to entrust the government to control the flow of information in any way, shape, or form, if you're going to give them any sort of power in that regard, which of course they already have a considerable amount, but if you're going to, like, give them that in any official capacity, or they're gonna take that in any official capacity, then it's a prerequisite, at least for my support, that it has to be, their goals have to be clearly articulated and transparently enforced.
Constitutes disinformation provides a broad opening for DHS officials to make politically motivated determinations about what constitutes as dangerous speech. Now, you're probably asking...
See, now, here's another thing that I would disagree with on this sort of approach. Dangerous is completely and utterly subjective. You cannot demonstrate that certain types of speech are dangerous because you cannot demonstrate that... You'd have to demonstrate a causal relationship between that speech and some sort of action in the real world, and you'd have to demonstrate that that action is inherently deleterious to society, and it's like, this is a clearly negative impact, but all that's subjective. It's just subjectivities built upon subjectivities built on subjectivities. And that's why when I say, if we're going to combat misinformation, it can't be over these subjectivities. It has to be over objective truth. It has to be, look, we have to take the old adage of everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but no one's entitled to their own facts. That has to be the mantra, because that's the way to do it. That's the way to stem the tide. Because if you allow subjectivity into the mix, then it's going to cause these problems. It's inherently going to do that. So you have to take that out of the equation. It has to be about objective truth. It has to be about what can be scientifically verified through empirical evidence, and that's it. That's the only stuff you can fucking possibly enforce. And if you do it that way, I think it has a chance of success. If you do it this way, where it's just like, this speech is dangerous, then inherently, you know, even if it doesn't get abused initially, it will eventually. So to me, it has to be, we have to have the idea of anyone can have an opinion, anyone can fucking advocate whatever fucking position they want to, but they're not allowed to lie. They're not allowed to lie to you. They're not allowed to misrepresent the truth to you. I think that is a perfectly reasonable fucking standard. In fact, I think it's a lot more reasonable than what we have now, because we live in an age where no one trusts anything, because everyone knows that everyone else could very easily be full of shit and there's no accountability. So if you're going to fucking rebuild trust in any institution, it has to start with honesty. It has to.
Why is this happening? Well, the government can't outright censor us, right? That would be a violation of the First Amendment. But you know...
Well, there's plenty of fucking exceptions to that. The government censors people all the time. It censors people through ostracization. It censors people through, indecency laws and stuff like that. This isn't protected by free speech because it's vulgar or obscene. Obscenity isn't protected. So the government's already come up with plenty of exceptions to this. And of course, and I think this is the point ShoeOnHead is probably about to make, so I'll just let her make it.
Who can? Private corporations.
Right, so that's what I thought. If private corporations can, pretty much control the media landscape, then they already control what's said. And they also control the government, or the government controls them, or they're in bed together. So basically, it's like a bunch of the ruling class already fucking have this shit on lockdown, and we already have no fucking real say here. And that's the unfortunate truth.
All it really takes is someone from the government to slide into some tech CEO's DMs and say, hey, we got a little problem. You want to take care of it for us? So included in this expo...
I don't know if I agree with that characterization of that relationship. I think it's way more quid pro quo than that. I think it's probably like, hey, one of our enemies is doing this, so we should probably do something. Yes, I concur. And then they just do it. I don't think there's either, if you're talking about government and corporations, like mega corporations, I don't know that there's really a dominant party there. I think it's like total collusion.
Were leaked text messages from a former DHS official who is now a Microsoft executive talking to another DHS official saying, quote, these platforms have got to get comfortable with government. Yikes.
I'm not really too worried about that, because they do. I mean, that's just true. They do have to get comfortable with government, and they're no better than the government. So, I mean, I don't really see any reason. I feel like maybe there's still this belief in ShoeOnHead, maybe there always will be, that she hates corporations and the government, but it seems to me like she hates the government a little bit more, because she kind of puts them in the position of the mafioso, and she's way more comfortable with these private corporations controlling speech than she is the government also having a say, which is, I don't know, to me, I don't want either of them to have control in that regard. I think that control should be, I think the power of who gets to have, speaking rights should be way more democratically distributed across the board. And, the exception that I, once again, would create is just misinformation, like blatant deceptions that are demonstrably false through empirical data.
JP Morgan Chase stressed that...
Oh, that would include religion, by the way, which is basically where that issue dies. Because, I would include claiming there's a God.
We need a media infrastructure that is held accountable. The banks? The banks? Everybody stop posting your opinions. The banks are mad. There is also a formalized process for government officials to directly flag content on Facebook or Instagram and request that it be throttled or suppressed through a special Facebook portal that requires a government or law enforcement email to use. Okay.
Yeah, and this is a problem here in our country, of course, but this is a bigger problem even in some countries with even more authoritarian regimes, because it's kind of a famous thing that, Google in China is very responsive to, like Chinese censorship, and across the board, really. These tech companies that they want to virtue signal here in America about, how enlightened they are, I guess. But, the second they set up shop in some regressive, country somewhere, in the third world or otherwise. And all of a sudden they're expected to be beholden to like values that are very, very anti-egalitarian, like suppression of women, suppression of gays, etc. They're very cooperative with the governments and the regimes who do that. So it's just like obvious that they place, money over any sort of like humanitarian aims or goals, despite their, protestations to the contrary. And I think at this point, really, they've kind of ceased those protestations. Like Google dropped the "Don't be evil" from its official materials. I think like 5 or 10 years ago, maybe. Some kind of. So I mean, like basically, they're over that. They're not even pretending anymore, I guess. But yeah, these tech companies are definitely a force for evil. And they're pretty much ultimately compliant with whatever is going to enrich them.
Let me get this straight. The feds are monitoring Facebook and Instagram? What the hell could possibly be going on Instagram? The feds are reading your simp replies. The feds have...
Well, a lot of stuff's actually going on Instagram. Like a shit ton of scams are going on Instagram. A lot of people are being like defrauded out of like tons of money on Instagram. Like I get it all the time. People write to me. The latest one I see now is someone write to me like, dude, I actually got locked out of my account. They're going to send me then they said I need to ask a friend to send me a code and stuff. And then they basically, they fucking you send them a code that gives them access to your password basically. So that's a fucking massive scam that's going on. There's all kinds of fucking financial scams going on in there. There's all sorts of like, people sharing like illegal fucking materials and shit. So like, yeah, there's definitely crimes that happen on fucking Instagram. There's crimes that happen on Twitter. There's crimes that happen across all these social media platforms. Like there is crime happening there. So like, yeah, I mean, I'm not really for them being invasively involved in that space either, because I think that it does have an icing effect on freedom of speech, but you can't deny that there is a fucking pretext for them to be there. There totally is.
Seen you call me mommy. The challenge is particularly acute in marginalized communities, which are often the targets of false or misleading information. Oh, you hear that, black and brown people? You're particularly being monitored by the FBI. But don't worry, it's for your own good. You're just too stupid to come up with your own conclusions. You need the government to do it for you. You need the government and corporations to step in and control what and what you cannot say. Silly minority. The counter disinformation.
Yeah, I don't really think that was, I don't really think that was what was implied there, but, whatever.
Effort began in 2018, following a high-profile hacking incident of U.S. firms, when Congress passed and President Donald Trump signed the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency Act. They argued that the agency needed to take steps to halt the spread of false and misleading information, with a focus on information that undermines key democratic institutions, such as the courts, or by other sectors such as the financial system or public health measures.
If you are the government, right, and your whole thing is like, we must preserve the social order at all costs. Yeah, people going around and spreading misinformation or even accurate information that's just harmful, which obviously that could be the case in plenty of instances. And it's going to undermine faith in democratic institutions and the courts and, the financial system and the public health system and the banks and all this other stuff. Like, yeah, that's going to fucking be deleterious to society. It really is. So if you are the government, of course you're going to fucking do something about that. Of course you're going to be like, we have to fucking do something about this, guys. Now, I get it. If you're someone who's like rooting for the fall, if you're someone who's like, this whole fucking system is a bloated carcass of fucking corruption and evil, and it must fall. Okay, I get why you'd root for that. But it's not like a weird mystery why the government is behaving in these ways. Like, this is like basic, like self-preservation shit. And honestly, in a lot of ways, normal, ordinary, everyday people suffer when these institutions are totally fucking discarded. Like, if there's no faith in the courts, that's a pretty good impetus to do mob justice. If there's no fucking faith in the financial sector, that's a good fucking impetus to do a bunch of like weird cryptocurrency scam bullshit. If there's no faith in the public health sector, we already see what happens when there's no fucking faith in the public health sector, right? Like massive fucking protests, massive social unrest, massive upheaval, massive fucking like people screaming about having to wear a mask and screaming about how the vaccine is gonna, like, I don't know, take over their brain or something, or turn their head into Swiss cheese or whatever the fuck the contention is. Like, yeah, faith being undermined in these institutions does actually cause problems. So, I mean, like, come on. Let's not act like that's not the case. Let's not just ignore that for some dumb ideological bullshit.
2019, DHS created a separate entity called the Foreign Influence and Interference Branch to generate more detailed intelligence about disinformation. In 2020, the disinformation focus expanded to include COVID-19, according to a Homeland Threat Assessment issued by Acting Secretary Chad Wolf. Chad Wolf!
She keeps reading things that I feel like are pretty innocuous and then being like, whoa, shit, guys, you hear that? Did you fucking hear that shit? But now she's just making a wolf joke, so whatever.
This apparently started during the Trump administration and continued into the Biden administration. So this is not even a left versus right thing. This is once again an us versus them thing. But it will no doubt once again be turned into a left versus right thing because the two-party system and its consequences have been a disaster for the American race. Sorry, it appears I have already popped off. In 2004, DHS officials faced pressure from the George W. Bush administration to heighten the national threat level for terrorism, in a bid to influence voters prior to the election. According to former DHS Secretary Tom Ridge, U.S. officials have routinely lied about an array of issues, from the causes of its wars in Vietnam and Iraq, to their more recent around the role of National Institutes of Health in funding the Wuhan Institute of Virology's coronavirus research. Now, for those of you who don't know, the DHS was literally created in response to 9/11. So now instead
That's true.
of going after Muslims, they're going after you for posting things that will be mainstream headlines in 6 months.
Massive dumps.
Basically, this is their new war on terror, and baby, you're the terrorists. Remember?
Cool. You were always the terrorist, though. I mean, this from the very inception was like people were. Go back and watch Michael Moore's documentary, Fahrenheit 9/11. You know, whatever you think of Michael Moore's academic standards or whatever, like there's some fucking, he puts together a pretty compelling montage of just like all the crazy shit that was done by the Department of Homeland Security and by the, under the authority of the Patriot Act, basically. So yeah, like this stuff, there's no argument from me here. This stuff has been massively misused, and civil liberties have basically been like trampled on and shredded into shit for years now in this country. And, really our government has not adjusted to like a changing landscape. Like they're trying to control this, this social media spaces and things like this. And their attempts to do it are pretty weird and pathetic. And I honestly think that their meddling has probably caused more problems than it's solved. I don't think that they're actually very attuned to what's going on right now and how like discourse is changing. But to me, when you talk about something like freedom of speech, and I don't think I'm going to watch any more of the video here. I think I've pretty much said my piece about the part that was relevant to me. But and I don't know, unless there's has anyone seen this video? Does anyone know if there's something further in here that's like going to be maybe like a different vein? Because I feel like she's making the same. I feel like she's repeating the same point at this point. Is this kind of just going to be how it is, or I don't know. I feel pretty safe like tapping out and saying I kind of get the gist of it. And someone pretty much the reason I'm looking at this is because someone did send me a Twitter message, and I do encourage you guys to send me content suggestions on Twitter, and this is proof that I do listen to them. By the way. This guy on Twitter, I don't know if he wants his screen name read, but he said, "Hi, TJ. I'm sure many people would be interested to hear your opinion on ShoeOnHead's most recent video about free speech online and government collaboration with social media companies. I feel like there are things you would agree with and things you would disagree with in her video, given some of your recent stances on internet moderation. I recommend giving it a watch if you haven't. Thanks. Have a good day." I pretty much feel like I agree with that person. That I would agree with ShoeOnHead on some things and disagree on others. Yeah, I feel like she's downplaying the severity of the problems that misinformation creates because she's like so scared of the government getting involved. But the government's been involved, and this is not a new thing. There's no novelty to this. Now, that doesn't excuse it, of course, or make it, all automatically good. But this idea that this is some recent development that everyone needs to be appraised of, not true. This is just an ongoing, thing for our government and for governments around the world. I mean, part of maintaining control or order over society is controlling the flow of information. Let's be real. There's not ever going to be a government that doesn't do that. So I think that the best thing that we could probably do is be honest about the problem of misinformation and disinformation and truncate it in ways that make sense and are tethered to evidence and are transparent. Because that's the problem here, in my opinion. And that's the thing that destroys faith in institutions. Take away our right to criticize government. That's okay, right? No. Obviously, don't take away anyone's right to criticize anything. That's the kind of the point. We can't control that because then you're trying to control opinion, and then you're trying to say the truth beyond what any person could actually know, because no one can know the right opinion. No matter what we say or how we scream or how we wish it was so, there's never going to be a way to scientifically prove that one opinion is superior to another. Even if we all agree, even if everyone on Earth is like, obviously ice cream is more delicious than dog shit. Well, it's still a fucking opinion. Like, all it takes is one person to be like, I think fucking dog shit is better than ice cream. And we can say, like, that is a very unpopular opinion. That is not the consensus or view of, like, most human beings. But we can't actually prove you wrong. There's no scientific measure of that. It just doesn't exist. And so we can't control that. The idea that we could try to control that is just stupid. You're never going to be able to control that. Because there's going to be infinite opinions. And even if you get one opinion under control, it's just going to reorganize as the most acceptable version of itself and come back. So unless you're willing to just crack down to the point where it's like, only these opinions are right. Like, that's what conservatives like. Conservatives are basically like, why there's like so much more uniformity in conservative thought is because they have a fucking view of the world, and their idea is if you deviate from this view of the world, you're the bad guy. You're the fucking bad guy if you deviate from this worldview that we have. And then there's other people who are like, the world is always going to contain many fucking viewpoints, and so we need to tolerate them all. And then there's people who are like, well, we need to tolerate some, but not others. And I feel like you're never going to solve that equation. Unless you do the conservative way. The conservatives, as horrible as they are, do have a solution. If you want there to be, certain ideas you can't violate, you can't possibly figure out which ideas to exclude. Unless it's just so narrow that there's only a few ideas that are acceptable. And that's what I think is very attractive to a lot of people about that, because it's like, you want order, you want stability. There's no more order and stability than everyone has to agree with this fucking contention, and we're all united as one front, and this is what we all uniformly believe. But the idea that you can have near infinite ideas, near infinite opinions, but some will be excluded, that's fucking impossible. It's not tenable. It just can't be done. You have to include them all. So what then can you possibly do to control bad ideas and bad information if you're not allowed to fucking censor opinion? Well, then you only have one thing you could possibly do. Lean back on fact. No, it's an opinion that, a fucking, that a gun is a good thing or a bad thing. Those are opinions. But it's not an opinion that if you shoot someone in the head with a gun and blow their fucking brains out, they will die. That's just truth. And someone who fucking says otherwise is lying. So we can demonstrate that's a lie. That's not an opinion. That's a fucking lie. So that's how you can control it. That's how you stem the tide. But that all has to be done in a very fucking transparent, public-facing way with a shit ton of checks and balances. But that's better than fucking the alternative. That's better than the alternative of free-for-all or total rigid control to the point where you can only listen to certain things, or the chaos of some ideas are acceptable, but there's going to be some that we're not going to allow. Because even if you fucking exclude all the ideas you don't allow, people are just going to come up with new ideas that you're going to have to constantly be fighting, and it's a never-ending fucking battle. Now, maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Maybe you can view that as like, oh, that's the marketplace of ideas or whatever. Would you agree to ban the opinion that The Phantom Menace was a good movie? Well, that one, obviously, I would. I would agree. That opinion should be banned. But most opinions should not be banned. Anyway, I'm going to talk to you guys for a minute, then I'm going to get going because there's going to be some storms here soon. But I hope that was informative. I pretty much just used that as a springboard to fucking spout my own bullshit. But that's how it's done, right? So let's talk with you guys for a minute before we head off. What's going on in the world for the chat? I give it 5 years before this girl is running for office under a Republican platform. Well, thankfully, she's Canadian, so she cannot run for office in the United States. So we don't have to worry about that, unless they change some laws, in which case, I guess we do have to worry. A shitstorm is brewing in Eastern Canada with TPB. I don't know. I don't know about that. Thor's got a hard on. That's always true. Uber Eats wouldn't deliver my order because it was peak hours, so I just didn't eat. I mean, shouldn't peak hours be exactly when they're like delivering the most orders? I don't know. Seems like peak hours is definitely when you should be delivering. ShoeOnHead is from New York. I thought she was from Canada. Ted Cruz is Canadian. No, but he's an American citizen. If only being a Canuck made that impossible. Thanks, Republicans. Damn Republicans and their Republicanness. She is American. Armored Skeptic is Canadian. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. I'm transposing the fucking nationalities. You're totally right. Okay, I guess you do have to worry about that. Well, just don't vote for her. You know, your vote counts. Yeah, that was her old armor skeptic boyfriend. I forgot. You're right. You're totally right. I fucking transposed their nationalities. I thought he was the American one and she was the Canadian one. Yeah, she's got sexually transmitted Canadianism. Fake news. See? I should be censured by my own fucking Ministry of Truth for that one. Today you spread the falsehood that ShoeOnHead is Canadian. How do you plead? I didn't know. It was just a simple mistake. There are no mistakes to the Sarlacc pit. If you went on JRE again, would you bring Paul? I don't know. I guess I might ask because I think it'd be interesting. You know, I think Paul would be willing to go further than I would. In you know, because I'd feel very pressured to be polite. You know, even if I disagreed, it'd be like very like pleasant because I'm not used to just going into a place and having a conversation with someone and just being like super rude, like a little rude. I'm like kind of obnoxious and shit, but like be like a total asshole to them. Not really usually my nature, strangely enough, despite reputation, I guess. But you know, I don't know. Do you still smoke? You managed to quit. I do not smoke cigarettes anymore. Zap him in the peepaw. What? Tactful TJ, yeah. But I would regret being tactful, though. I'd be tactful, or, you know, tactful-ish. And then afterwards, I'd be like, man, I should have been way the fuck meaner. Are you paying her Patreon, TJ? I think I was a ShoeOnHead patron way back in the day. Way a long time ago, yeah. I didn't actually watch her. I just picked a few random people that were popular and joined their Patreon. You know, I don't know why. I think at the time it was just kind of like to make sure I kind of like saw what people were doing with their Patreons and shit and see how people were handling it. Because at the time, I didn't really know much about it. And, you know, now with Deep Fat Fried, we have a very successful Patreon. But at this point, I don't support anyone on Patreon. I mean, a couple porn artists actually, but no YouTubers. I thought you'd dwell on Adam and Sitch. Yeah, I got fucking a bunch of people on there. It was me versus like 5 dudes or something. It was like, all right. It was I guess it was 4. I think it was me versus 4. It was Adam, Sitch, and then there was Actual Justice Warrior and some other guy. Mahler was his name, I think. Anyway, yeah. But actually having more people there they weren't like, the thing was they didn't really work as a unit together very well. So actually it kind of like the 4-on-1 situation actually didn't work to their benefit. It was like, if it was a wrestling match, they would have been like taking each other's chair shots and shit the whole match, like trying to hit me and hitting each other and shit. It's like, oh shit. So yeah, they weren't really like, I think I actually would have had a harder time if it was just Adam and Sitch, which Adam keeps asking me to come back on there. So I probably will. But I've just been so busy getting my fucking house set up and shit. Still got a lot to do there. Still got to get my garage together. I got a bunch of shit in there. I want to turn that into a gym. So I'm trying to do a garage gym, but I got to get all this shit out of the garage first and figure out a place for it in the house, or I got to get rid of it. And, you know, that's going down. So, yeah, I'm hoping to get that garage set up, though, in, like, the next week or 2. And I'd like to have that gym. I mean, I don't need much equipment. I just need, all I need is, like, a rack, and I already have dumbbells. I just need some, like, a barbell and some plates and a rack case and a bench and maybe a punching bag or something. Yeah, I have resistance bands as well. Do you like pants? Yeah, I'm a pants fan. Usually garage is where you keep your car. I pretty much never do that. I value that space too much, and I don't give a fuck about cars, so I'd much rather use my garage for some better purpose. I don't think I'll ever do a pull-up. It would be hard for me to learn to do a pull-up in a garage that's 8 feet tall when I'm, 6'6", so. I mean, if I can easily touch the ceiling of the garage, so. Say this poem from Twin Peaks repletely. This is the water and this is the will. Drink full and descend. The horse is white as... Oh, shit. I lost it. I feel like those stay up forever when I fucking want them to go away, and then if I'm trying to read one, it seems like they go away way faster. TJ, I need you to run for president so you can legalize weed. I want to be able to get high without needing to interact with other people and shit. Yeah, that makes sense. Oop, I don't mean to be moving myself. I'm trying to move this. Yeah, there we go. Make it a little smaller maybe so that it can all fit in there. Say this poem from Twin Peaks. Why do I keep saying Pleaks? Twin Peaks. The fuck? Twin Peaks repletely. This is the water and this is the will. Drink full and descend. The horse is white as the eyes and dark within. Was that repletely? I don't know. I don't even know if I don't really know that I know the definition of the word repletely, so. Having one's appetite completely or excessively satiated by food or drink. Oh, no wonder I've never heard of the word repletely. It's a sensation I've never had because I'm fucking endlessly hungry. Even after a giant meal, I'm like, it'd be good? Some food. Melt my thoughts, burn my pride, eat my fear, make me high. That's another poetic coming at you. Like this video if you aren't going to donate. Yeah, I mean, if you're not going to give me a donation, give me a like or whatever. So, I wonder if you guys have an opinion on this. I'm wondering if these streams, it seems like YouTube is not really super favorable to pushing the streams out there, especially after they've streamed. While they're streaming, it seems fine, but afterwards, it seems like not too many people get them in their feeds or watch them. It seems like I'd probably do better if I was putting up clips. So I'm wondering if I should stream these and then take the streams down or put them on unlisted. like Vosh does and then put clips out there, or if I should just leave the streams up and put clips out, or if I should put clips on a different channel, or if I should stream on a different channel and put the clips on this one. I don't know. I don't know if you guys even have an opinion on something like that, or if it makes no real difference to you. But that's been something that's been weighing on my mind for a bit lately. Just like, what should I do there? Because I want to make this content, and I want to do these streams, and I want to, post clips from them, which I haven't really been doing yet. I'm just trying to get in the habit of streaming right now. But, yeah, I don't know. Put only my super chats up as clips. Yes to the clips. Yeah, I mean, I figured that'd probably be good. I just don't know how should the clips go on a different channel from this one, or should the clips go on this one and then the streams go on a different channel, or I don't know, like how should that fucking be? What would be easiest for you? Probably if it was all on the same channel, right? And then I could put these streams unlisted for the people who want to go look at the full streams. They'd still be able to find them easily in the playlist. I could even put a link to the playlist down below if you don't want to go to the channel. Yeah, I haven't decided on that yet. I might even just leave them up, because I noticed there's some channels that do that too. They do the stream and then they do the clips, and they leave both up publicly. But I feel like that kind of, I don't know, like if someone's seen the stream, they might not click on the clip. I don't know. I love how you're aging. Yeah, I'm trying to age cool. Trying to go for like a weird like wizard thing. It works better when I have the mustache, I know. But the mustache is damn inconvenient. Damn inconvenient. If I could train the motherfucker to kind of like part, it wouldn't be so bad. But it only wants to go like, woof. I just want to be a thing that blocks food from going in your mouth. And I eat a lot of food. So it's really fucking a pain in the ass to have something that's like a food block that has to constantly be dealt with. Shave all the hair off, become a proto-human. Yeah, that's the next one. We're going to do that. I'm going to do that in my 60s when it'll look really creepy. I'll like do the corpse makeup and I'll shave all my hair off and be like, especially if I get cancer or something, Yeah, I definitely want to do the clips. I just don't know how to fucking. It's more for me about like, I don't know when they should come out, how often they should come out, what channel they should come out, whether these streams should stay up, or whether these streams should happen somewhere else, whether the clip should happen somewhere else. There's all kinds of little stupid questions like that I don't even know if they make a fucking bit of difference in the world. But I still kind of like agonize over them, because it's like my whole fucking career and shit. So I have to take it like somewhat seriously, I guess. The clips bug me when I've already watched stream. That's what I'm thinking. Like, some people don't like that shit. But then again, like, should I be going on what some people don't like, or should I be looking at what's like the best business practice, and how do I even know what the fuck that is? I don't know. Stop being a perfectionist. Man, I've been accused of being a lot of fucking things. Never a perfectionist. Anyway. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today's stream. I'm going to try to do at least one more this weekend, Saturday or Sunday. Trying to do these with somewhat regularity. Yeah, I'll let you know if any announcements are made about where I'm going to be posting clips or whatever the fuck in the future. If you guys have any content suggestions, Twitter inbox is always good. Instagram inbox, less good, but fine, I guess. Check out all that shit down below. And there's a bunch of links down there to all my little projects and all this bullshit. It's blah, 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 blah. You know the fucking drill. So give us a thumbs up. Share it on your feeds. Do all that bullshit you do. We'll read John Sykes before we go. John Sykes, 99. Since that ish just ended, what do you think of the new season of Beavis and the brown-haired guy? Around the very beginning of the seasons, I saw you talk about it a little bit. Yeah, I liked the new Beavis and Butthead episodes. I actually thought they recaptured the magic pretty well. A lot of shows, I don't know. It seems like maybe the recipe for success is not changing more than you need to, Don't try to reinvent Beavis and Butthead. Make whatever tweaks need to be made, but just, let them be fundamentally themselves. And you're not going to go wrong with that. And I think that was a good approach to the material being rebooted. Not usually a fan of reboots, but I think the Beavis and Butthead reboot was surprisingly fresh and interesting. And I would recommend it. TJ is a sweet boy. Yes, yes, yes. All right, I'm gone. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up. Give it love. Share it on social media. Whatever you got to do. Just generally do things that benefit me algorithmically and all that. And, one day when I'm king, you will be rewarded. Peace. Or war. I don't know. Whichever. One of those opinion things,